recording now. Okay, we've begun streaming. Hey, everybody, it's Lancer time.
Hey!
Ooh.
I have way too many videos saved on my computer that I need to delete because it's taking up too much space. We're finishing up last session. We didn't get it to complete close because I don't know. Fafnir likes to run long sessions. It's fine. It just means
missions are more than one fight, Jenner.
Yeah, sometimes missions are more than one fight. You know, it's completely 100%, and I'm not sarcastic, fine. It just means that Alice and I get to run double sessions sometimes. Now that Fafnir has set the precedent that can be happening.
That's what I did in the first one.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know if Alice plans to go big, but I know I do. I know I'm going to run several double sessions and ruin people's lives.
I'll ruin all of your lives.
It's good. It's good to see.
You've met me.
I'm
unlucky.
I do want stream watchers or
Okay,
video.
I'll say a thing, and then I should be good.
Okay. Alice, please say something.
Hello, I am here.
I do want stream watchers and later video listeners to know that we're going to be doing some fun stuff coming up. We're going to be...
All right. You might want to turn me down just like a touch, but other than that, we're good.
Okay. We're going to be doing a very, very special Halloween episode next week because it's, you know, as close to Halloween as we can get during gaming day without it being Halloween. And Jeff's going to be running that.
Yeah, hello.
And then after that very special Halloween episode, we're going to be doing the deliverance mission. And then there'll be a downtime mission that's married to that deliverance mission. That's one of the double missions I was just mentioning earlier. And that's going to be really fun. There's going to be a lot of fucking roleplay happening those two missions. And it's going to get really, really, really gay. Okay? Like, really, really, really fast. Like, we are at the tipping point of lesbianism. We're about to reach the lesbianism, teenage lesbianism event horizon, folks, so buckle up. I've been slow burning these teenagers for fucking weeks. It's about to happen, folks. Get that Ron Paul gift ready. But anyway. So beyond that, after those two missions, I think we'll be doing the Halloween mission, a bonus Halloween that actually falls on in-universe Halloween. That'll be happening in real life November, because time isn't real. Suck my butt. And that'll be a fun roleplay heavy session that everybody will have fun with, and it's also where lesbianism just gets big. Where I set the lesbian dial at 12 and then just keep cranking. So yeah, I hope everybody will join us for that. I'm really excited to start delivering this capital C content that I've been working on for months. After that, it'll be Alice's turn to run a session or two. Mom says it's Alice's turn to be GM.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's what we're starting. So you're the GM for this closing out, and then we're going to move to downtime, Fafnir. So I hand it over to you.
Okay, so last time you fought a whole bunch of stuff, but you still haven't found the root of the problem yet because you found a bunch of robots. None of them particularly seem concerned about clear-cutting a forest, though, so you're continuing on. And now, real quick, you can set up in the area you can actually see, but since you rested, you didn't quite have time to set up anywhere in this vicinity.
Because we just walked in here just now, and we're like, well, hey, what's going on here?
Started just bandaging up your robots. Except Brent, who was fine.
Yeah, that's right.
Nope, that's a direwolf. Go away. Be gone, foul.
Alright, see.
Foxfire. There's my baby.
I guess I'll get rid of that one.
Fracas is here. Oh gosh, this is a big black map. Okay, here we are now.
Set up there.
I wish we were able to get some. I wish we were able to get structure back.
Fafnir,
to repair.
I'm laughing at you changing your name to being 1/3 of a DM. I guess me and Alice should do the same.
Yeah, you can get structure back with repairs. You just gotta spend more of them.
Yeah, so spend
okay.
2 instead of 1 if you should still have them.
It should have a prompt there when you hit complete combat into like before there's a zoom combat button. It should tell you what you can do with the repairs.
Okay, here we go.
You can do as much as you want to.
I have a question for people who know the game. How many times can you use your core system in a session? Like
you can use it in once per mission.
Okay.
So if you used it already, you cannot use it this time.
I have not used it already, but I kind of want to waste it in a stupid childish way. And hope that doesn't bite me in the butt. For roleplay purposes, I'm going to do it and hope it doesn't bite us in the butt. So while we're hanging out at night, Default's Kobold...
No, it's been like half an hour.
Yeah, while
we patched up when we started
while we're wasting time, Default's... Well, let me know if I can get away with this, actually. I don't know if thing's going to pounce on us or not, but if Default can get away with it, her mech has this ability called Terraform, where she can create up to 10 size 1 cubes in free spaces within range 5, and these cubes can be separate or connected and stacked up to 5 spaces high, and if connected, they form a contiguous surface that can block line of sight. And during the turn in which they are extruded, the cubes grant soft cover, and each has evasion 5 and 10 HP. And at the start of her next turn, they harden, and each cube grants hard cover now and gains an additional plus 10 HP, but they retain any damage they'd taken before. And what she's going to do with this, if she can get away with it...
Just save that for the first round of
no,
combat.
Because
it's not an action, right?
She's a dumb fucking kid and she wants to blow it now being dumb. But no, we'll save it. Fine. Dad, she starts trying to do it and Dad yells at her, so she stops.
Alright. So, I guess for the time being, Coriander will stay close to Bryn. Alright, so, with that, pretty much right at the point where Lyra has her mech repaired, just like fits a new armor, whatever got shot off by a sniper rifle. You start to hear growling and very large footsteps. And suddenly, you notice just a gigantic beast walking towards your group. And in the other direction, there's a really big bird just flying sky high.
So Default turns on her stream immediately and says, hey, Lionel, I don't know if you watched my streams, but I told you they were evolving. I just want you to know that I said I told you so. What's up, gamers? It's Default. We're gonna fight some giant monsters that are made out of ooze.
So do we see that thing in the distance as well?
Yes.
What are we seeing there?
From the lake. It looks like another mech. Just kind of like standing
in the middle of the water? Like on the water?
Seems like it, yeah.
Okay.
Is it close enough for us to hail?
What was that?
Is it close enough for us to try hailing it?
You can, but I'm just gonna say you get the usual results of just weird screeching through the radio.
Sylvia's gonna turn to Bryn and go like, great, it's another one of those.
Well, that's what we're here for, right?
I suppose.
Alright, so yeah, indeed, as Default mentioned, these giant beasts have the same sort of like skin coloration of just gently fading between weird inky colors. It's not rapid, we don't want to give anybody seizures.
Mm-hmm. It's like that kind of creepy kind of oscillation.
Yeah.
It's like those old, you remember those old DOS games where they would fake like waterfalls by doing color gradients on like static image? Like, that's what I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what Quinn will say over the comms to you all is, okay, those of us with guns should probably shoot the one with wings because it's going to fly, and those of us who don't have as many guns should go after the one that is on the ground.
Oh yeah, also, let me just...
I don't know about that thing in the back. Isadora has a sniper rifle. Maybe she can shoot it. I don't know where she is.
She's away.
Damn
I have the big gun.
Oh, and Bryn, can you snipe?
He's not here.
Can you snipe the guy?
I can do lots of things. But
Great.
I can do that specifically, yes.
Thank you. You're also in charge. I'm sorry, I'm being bossy. I'm sorry, Dad.
He doesn't respond to that. He stopped correcting you at this point. It's too much work.
All right. I've also put an indication next to the anomalous wing's name that indicates how many spaces high up it is because
it matters.
Spatial awareness.
Getting top down. You can't tell.
All right.
All right. So
who's going first?
Who wants to go first? Tio Miyaseta.
I suggest Sylvia go first. I like it when Sylvia opens up and does a boatload of damage with her swords.
I mean, I can do that.
Is anything close to you right now?
I have 7 speed. I can easily close distance on the claw. Yeah, Yeah, my movement is stupidly high to compensate for the fact that my weapons have stupidly low range. On that note, I think I'm gonna do something dumb.
Pro, please.
So Sylvia's gonna. Everyone's okay with me going first?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have just enough movement to do this. Sylvia's gonna close in on the anomalous claw. I'm going to expend a charge to drop a. Let's see, what's this thing called? Yep, Flashbind. So it's going to be directly beside Sylvia. It detonates if a character moves adjacent to or over it. Characters within the affected area must succeed on an agility save, or they only have line of sight to adjacent spaces until the end of.
Nice.
So that's going to be like right. I'm going to say right here.
All right.
So that way, if it moves at all, it's going to get toward the rest of them. It's presumably going to trigger mine. That is a free action, so I don't actually have to do anything except expend the charge for it.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I'm going to put a squid down, I think.
Squids are back.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll the chain axe attack on the anomalous claw. +3 plus 1d6. So let's see what I do. Well, that's good.
I'm gonna say 26 hits.
Yeah, that's gonna mean that that is a critical with a chain axe. So the anomalous claw is shredded until the end of my turn, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
What is the keep highest command again, Jeff?
You do at the end you KH and then the number of dice you need to keep.
So roll 46, KH 2.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, so instantly 11. Yeah.
We're learning how to use this tool. We've been using it for several years.
Roll 46, Kingdom Hearts 2. Got it.
Yep. So that is going to give me a Blade Master die. I'm going to expend it, and what I'm going to probably do is... So the smart thing here to do is grapple this thing, but it is a big, and I actually want to be able to take reactions if it goes after me, so I'm actually going to hold that Blade Master die and use it in another way, potentially, that I have not used one yet. And for my second action, I am going to continue my barrage, and I'm actually going to... This time I'm going to go after it with my auxiliary mount, which I haven't used yet. So I'm going to make 2 attacks with a shock knife.
Nice.
So first attack, I'm going to assume that hits.
Jeez.
Yeah. 22 hits.
Yeah, that's going to be 3, I'm assuming.
Jeez.
Let's see. Yeah, that's 17 hits.
All right, so these knives do not do much damage. They actually only do 1 energy damage each, but they also inflict 2 burn on a hit.
Dang.
So this thing now has 4 burn on it.
Man.
I've got to tell us a Bryn. I do have to take
4 burn and 2 energy. So
1 heat each time I use one of those.
Yeah.
So I'm up to 2
what happens. That's exactly what they do always. But burn is nasty and terrible or terrifying.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, this thing is now on fire, and that's going to be the end of my turn.
All right. Okay, so well, things are going bad for the claws, but instead I'm going to go with the wing, and man, I do not like the format here because I cannot tell what everybody's movement is, so give me a moment to load up the NPC list so I can actually tell what its speed is. There we go, okay. So, 2, 6, 8. Alright. So it's going to fly down here. And then, let's see, did I give it anything it could do normally? No, okay, so instead, I'm going to have it, boost as a quick action, right? Just so I'm not...
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, it's going to use one of its actions to boost over by Bryn.
It can be above if it wants to, but it'll be hard to see it, but, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You overwatch that thing when it boosts.
How far? Well, it's 4 squares up also, so like.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, so it's way high.
Yeah, I have
I
a
think about that.
threat, so I don't think I can.
All right, so it's
yeah. You're just short. Dang. That would have been so cool though.
So does it come down to us, or is it flying above us still?
It went down to you, and let's see. Okay. Oh shoot! I did not remind myself how grappling works. Is it?
It's just you make a normal melee attack, and then if it succeeds, you're grappled.
Okay, so /roll d20. So normal melee.
You're looking for 9.
Okay, so this also gets an accuracy as well. Thank you, abilities. Not going to need it.
Well,
but hey, that's an 18 overall. So you are now grappled by this very large bird. Unfortunately, I did have to use my boost, so I think I used all my movement getting to you.
No
However,
damage?
the big bird has grabbed you.
It's like I'm like in his talons, basically. Like it's about to take off with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ah!
All right.
Well, what's your move? You can split your. Can't you split your moves up?
So
I
let's
don't remember. I think you can.
Yeah, you can split your move up, so you can run off with Bryn.
It took 4 speed to go down, and I think it was like what 3 spaces away.
Yeah, it took 7
Yeah.
moves so far.
Also, I believe boost is you can move immediately up to your movement, but it does not let you split your move the way a normal move does.
Just your regular move is.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So yeah, lucky you can't go back up yet.
You would have the boost first, which you could do, but you didn't.
Nope. And I will say that that's not what I did, because this bird wouldn't know that. It's a bird.
Yeah, it's a bird.
All right. And yeah, I think that's about it. So, let me just end that turn. Who wants to go next?
I have a question to determine if I'm going next or not. Since Quinn began this combat next to Lyra, does that count as making her invisible? Or are you not saying that and she is currently visible?
I mean, you have.
Well, you're in hard cover.
Yeah. That. So you are adjacent to cover.
Okay, so I do start my turn invisible because I am adjacent to hard cover. Then I would like to start first because if Lyra moves, then I don't count as being adjacent to hard cover, and I'm not invisible.
That is very reasonable.
Right. So having sitting here being invisible, Default enjoys being invisible. She's having a really good time being invisible. First thing Default is going to do is not make the same mistake she made last time, and she's going to waste a quick action hiding, so she becomes even less visible. So when she's visible, she can just use a quick action to hide. So it's quick action 1. So now she is hidden. So now I'll put both of those status effects on her, and now, fuck you. You don't do anything to me. I know 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, this is 1 move. And then 1, 2. She'll boost 2, 3, 4 to be here. Oh no, I don't want to. Can I take? If I make another move, that is another action. But she needs to at least get 1 more. Oh, I know how to get the 1 more. Okay. That's why I gave myself that ability, because of movement limitations. Hi, everybody. Remember Siege Specialist? Once per round when you attack with a cannon, all characters adjacent to you must succeed on a hull save or be knocked back one space and knocked prone. And then I am pushed in one space in any direction, so I'll be shooting my cannon, please. Can this giant fucking bird please make a save? Its save target is 14.
So if it fails, what happens to me? Do I just get dragged with it?
Yes, have fun.
Yep. Yeah, let me just make sure of that with the crypt resource. Yep.
Alright,
characters becoming engaged, neither character can boost or take reactions for the duration of the grapple.
So
the smaller character becomes immobilized.
So again, Fefner, the bird needs to make a hull save. Oh, you made it. Okay, fine. The bird makes the hull save.
Wait, hold on. A grapple ends when either character breaks adjacency, such as if they are knocked back by another effect.
But unfortunately, it's saved. So, but the cannon does push me one spot back, which allows me to get that extra space of movement, which is what I built this build to do. And now I will shoot with the cannon, but I will miss. So those will be my 2 quick actions. And I'm still next to hard cover, so I stay invisible and hidden, because I'm assuming this plateau thing here is hard cover. Am I correct in that assumption?
Well, that's beginning of turn, so you're not invisible right now, but you will be beginning next turn, right?
No, she stays invisible. She stays...
But you're attacked.
Yeah, but she's... Okay, that's true. I think attacking breaks invisibility. So next turn, when she starts next to this, she'll be invisible again. Though I do think she still counts as hidden.
It breaks hidden if you attack, but invisible you might keep. As long as you start your turn next to cover, and I don't think it has to be a specific point of cover, right? Like you don't have to be behind it.
It does not.
Okay, so yeah, you keep invisible because you haven't broken that, and you'll start next turn next to the cover.
Yeah, but yeah, she does lose her hide, so that teaches her a valuable lesson about how to organize her abilities, which I, the player, knew how to do. But default needs to learn from experience. I can't do things knowing...
You're the player who knew how to do that, yes. Yep. Wink.
No, I really did. Fuck you. But go on. That was the end of her turn.
Alright, so, you also get a radio call from Isadora, who says, "Sorry, 3 targets heading your way."
Great.
I think we've already engaged them.
Alright, so, it is now the enemy turn. Let's see. Who do I want to move?
We have 2 options.
Well...
that we know of.
Let's see. Nothing really exciting to do if I do that. So, I'm going to say the X will move. That's the one seemingly standing on water. Alright, so...
I bet you all that water slime is walking on the slime.
X can do a whole lot of things.
It's gonna give it to you.
Oh shoot, where's that? Javelin rockets, there we go. Okay, yeah, javelin rockets is a quick action, so... with this ability, I will actually choose 6 free spaces within line of sight and range 20 that are not adjacent to each other. All characters know which spaces have been chosen. The Rainmaker fires a volley of auto-targeting rockets into the air. The next time a hostile character moves through, starts their turn in, or passes above one of the chosen spaces, no more than 10 spaces up, they're hit by a rocket, taking 5 kinetic damage. So yes, and that effect lasts until the start of its next turn. So let me just, let's see. Can I just get, a big ol' X? I guess I'll go with targets. Come on, resources. Sure, let's go with this. Alright, so,
Everything is in range of that.
I can easily, be in range of stuff. Okay, so.
20 is several hexes south of us, so there's nothing you can't do that on.
Yeah, nothing adjacent.
Nothing matters.
Alright, so it's basically just going to make a barrier that's 4, 5, So yes, you see several missiles being fired skyward. Again, you know where they are, so you can't avoid them. It's just a very control-y move. And for its other move, I'm going to say... Oh, missile pods is fun. All right, we've established that 20 ranges just about everywhere, so... Missile pods. This weapon can attack 1 to 3 characters at a time. So I'm definitely going to... Okay, so I'm going to say my order is going to be Sylvia, Lyra, and then... Let's see, you're invisible, so it's not really going to spot you, so I'm going to say Coriander.
Oh no!
Right. Let's roll 1d20. What does it get as a bonus? +2. Alright, so first off, Sylvia. 4's probably not going to hit you. +2.
You hit up to do the same roll again.
Oh, alright.
Hot tip.
So yeah, 4 is definitely not going to hit me.
15 will probably hit Lyra.
Lyra, do you want to trade? Because that one wouldn't hit me either.
And then 12, I think, hits Coriander. Yep.
Also, Alice, I think you were muted when you said that last thing.
I said it double hit me.
Okay, so, let's see. The damage on that is, that's 4, knockback 1. It's also got reliable 2, so...
I take 2 damage.
Yep.
Well, remember, you do have to armor damage.
What was that?
All right, I take 1 damage.
Yeah, because I don't think this thing has armor piercing, right?
Probably. I don't think missiles generally do.
Is that explosive?
Yes.
Okay, resistance is half damage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You have it, and then you.
Actually, I did give it paracausal weapon, and I would have applied that to missile pod, so actually it does ignore.
Oh, that's the
armor.
same effect I gave the main characters. It's really rude.
Okay, so...
Okay, so, let's see, Okay, let me just add up damages, so let's see. Okay, that's gonna take 2 damage, let's see, Wolf takes half damage from that, so that would have been 2 damage. Oh, and knockback 1, so...
I had heavy frame.
Oh, so you don't get
no,
back?
no knocky backy.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, it's just 1, and then Coriander takes 4 full damage, I think. I don't think
Oh, Coriander!
He's fine. He's got the HP for it.
When this mission is over, Quinn's gonna overclock Coriander. She's gonna paint him a new color too, so he stops looking like the bad guys and he looks like a good guy.
We just paint him red, so he'll go faster.
We could paint him red.
He'll be player 1 Coriander now, instead of player 2.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and that's that turn, so... And that turn, who wants to go next?
I guess it's between Lyra or Bryn.
Alice, you go. I gotta feed the cats real quick.
Okay. Alice.
Yes?
It is your turn.
It is my turn.
A bird is gonna steal my dad. Can you beat it up, please?
What now?
A bird's gonna steal Quinn's dad. Beat it up. Don't let this bird steal my dad.
Alright, I'm going to take a look. How much heat is this? Alright.
I don't know what heat it's at, because you got plenty.
Yeah, I'm just
plenty of cap.
because I've got to spin it up. Alright. Can I boost to use both the super heavy cannon and my assault cannon?
That sounds about right.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright. So, first the super heavy assault cannon.
Don't you have to spin that up first?
Yeah, I had to do that with a... Yeah, that's why I was we're trying to figure out how much heat it was going to be.
Overcharged in anything, right? So that's just plus 1
No.
heat.
Yeah, it's just another heat. I was having to look at what the actual heat for shooting it was.
Oh, okay. Heat from shooting it. Gotcha.
Neat.
That is going to be, I believe that is going to be +1 difficulty because you're...
I have +1 accuracy.
Oh, no, never mind. This is just a critical then.
Okay, and then the other one was just my normal overpower caliber assault cannon.
All right, so that misses. Hold on a sec. I might actually have a reaction to make that first shot less scary. All right, exotic cause localized distortions in the flow of time. They may either reroll 1d20 or force another character in line of sight to reroll 1d20 as a reaction. The new result must be kept.
All right.
20 still is a crit. So
it is not on your side.
The flow of time fucks up a bit, and you're like, whatever. Who cares?
I am the one who knocks, yes? 4d6 plus 4, so that's 8d6?
Yeah, 8d6 and you keep the 4 highest.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
So
5, 3, so it's 8, 11. It's going to be 15.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of underwhelming, honestly.
Oh, that's 16, actually.
Oh, is it 16?
Yeah, it's 16.
Yeah, it's 16 then. It has reliable 5, you guys.
So how hurting is this burden? Lyra shoots it with her big gun.
Shot it with a real big gun. It's not happy.
So I'm back. I see a crit, a 1, and another crit. What happened? What I miss?
I critted, and then it used a reaction to force me to reroll, so I critted again.
I mean, the only way it could have gone down, the only way it could have gone was down, and technically it did go down, just not enough.
So yeah, is that your turn, Lyra?
Yeah, that's my turn because I'm not going to be moving from here.
You've just shot a whole lot of holes in a bird.
Is that a super heavy weapon you just fired?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Yes.
All right, so. All right.
My turn, then, I think.
It is your turn. Well, it's bad guy's
Unless there's
turn.
more NPCs we don't know about.
It's bad guy turn. Yep.
No, the claw still hasn't moved. However, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, actually, I can do this. So, the cannon actually starts to move, and eventually you see it raise a bit because it was actually standing on top of a big old fish.
Wow.
And okay, so it is just in range.
Devil's gonna pull on her fish fear me, women love me hat and take care of that fish. Do this. Default's not old enough to own that hat.
+2. This is so hit you, Lyra.
Does it 6
You
hit
should
me?
have saved that reaction.
Does it 6 hit me, you said?
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't.
One of the few
I
things that won't.
dodged.
No, I feel like it bounces off.
Yeah, it just bounces off her
probably.
armor.
Lyra just brings up her like Argonaut shield and like beats it back.
Boink.
Just and it just reflects off.
What was it?
It was acid spittle.
Whoa.
Oddly enough, though, it doesn't have any like if you dodge this, like it doesn't have reliable.
Yeah,
Would have shredded you if it hit, but
yeah, no reliable from acid spittle.
Oh, it does have reliable or doesn't?
No, it does not.
Yes.
The Bleak Horrors also had acid spittle, so Tefn's been putting some things on things.
Love to breathe acid.
All right, and let's see. I don't think it really has anything else it can do, so it's just going to use its quick action to go back beneath the waves. That's where it'll be. It's going to see the cow beneath the sea.
All right, so I am grappled. It's my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's just
What
you
does
and
grapple
Corinne.
do to me?
You can't move.
I can't move. Am I impaired?
No.
You are not. You cannot boost. You cannot take reactions, and you cannot move on your own volition until the grapple ends. You can end the grapple by succeeding on a contested hold check, but that is a quick action.
I would not be doing that. I would not succeed on that. So, what did I do with it? Okay. What am I going to do then? Let's see. First, I am going to. Who would like a leadership die? I have 2 left. Did anyone not use their leadership die last time? Did I get those back? I don't remember.
I did.
I used mine.
I don't think I used mine.
Okay.
So you get that back.
I'm gonna give one to you, Sylvia, because you're kind of in your melee and stuff. I'm gonna tell Coriana just to give us covering fire and get locks on the enemies. Just whatever he feels like would be useful, because those are always useful, and there's no roll for those. So he can do that in his turn. And as for me, well, since I can't move, I am going to I see. I'm gonna do a quick tech, and I'm going to get a lock on this bird first.
All right.
It's right here. No roll. I just do it.
Yep.
And as my second quick tech, I'm going to charge the stasis bolt as my quick action, and that's it. And that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. So with that, Bryn's turn is done. All right. The anomalous claw is going to move. Yeah, I don't have any particularly interesting things I could do with Rampage, so I'm going to say then it will just attack Sylvia. This move is a full action. All right, character adjacent to the monstrosity must succeed on a hull save or take 5 burn. Succeed or fail, they become shredded until they regain any HP. So, roll a hull save, and
Oof.
oh, 5 is not good. So, yeah, that's gonna be 5 burn.
5 burn.
And
That's
shredded.
bad because I do not have a way to deal with burn.
Speaking of burn, though, time for this monster to be on fire. I'm going to guess, since it's not a mech and its engineering is garbage, it's probably not going to pass this engineering check. Let's see.
Probably not.
I don't know if the target's like a static or if it's like the person that affected the blast or something.
14. So 14 against, I guess that would be Sylvia's save?
Unfortunately, her save is 13, so it actually clears the burn after this.
Okay.
It does take the damage, though, first.
It does take the damage.
I think. I don't remember.
Yeah, you take the damage, then you clear the burn.
All right. And real quick, does Shredded clear on your next turn?
Shredded clears at the end of the turn that I beat it up.
Okay. Oh, so it's not shredded anymore?
It is not shredded. It's shredded while my turn is happening, which is why I always lead off with the chain axe.
All right.
Do maximum damage with all my weapons.
So yeah, it put the hurt on you. However, it's looking pretty bad. It basically just like did a real big stompy and kicked up enough dirt and wind to clear the fire from it, but it has a lot of burnt patches on it.
All right.
And it's now Coriander's turn. So,
oh no, hey Fefner, you roll this check and then you take the burn if you fail, so they're not taking additional burn damage.
Okay.
It didn't take additional burn.
Well, the attack did burn, but they did not take burn damage during the save.
Okay, so it does not take. So you're saying it still takes 4 though, right?
It took the original 4
4,
years. The 4 when you inflicted the burn, but it does not take more now. If you
take them. Sorry, hold on a moment. So when you take burn, you take that damage immediately?
Yes, that's just damage.
Okay, so I need to adjust my hit points. Thank you for reminding me about that.
I think I also missed that as well. So
yeah, what burn is the type of damage you take, but it also does this just stacking damage later.
Okay, cool.
So they took the 4, they saved, so now they're not taking more. If
All
they
right.
had failed, they'd have take 4 that make it the same next turn.
Gotcha.
All right. Well,
So,
this is
Coriander's
bad.
turn. So let's see. Coriander has a speed of 4. That sucks. What is its systems, though? Okay, sensors 8, so that's pretty good. Let me just check.
And maybe we can have multiple locks and stuff too.
Yeah.
Stack up.
2, 3, 4. Okay, so yeah, I guess it's just gonna be double lock on that one, and I think now, yes, that's within range, so you are also locked on, and that's 2 different locks. I guess I'll also put there. There's another lock. Double locked on. So, before this turn ends, you suddenly see 3 mechs fly in.
Oh, the different mechs. Crap.
So they're flying over the hillside. And
boy.
here over the intercom. All right, well, let's see. One of these must be our target, right? We don't know which one, though. It's not like they use their mech. Well, in that case, just pick a target and run with them. We'll find her eventually.
Uh-oh.
Do we hear that? We hear that?
Yeah, I think it was just like a burst transmission or whatever excuse is, hey, everybody hears a thing. All right, so, top of the round. Who wants to go first?
I guess I'll go. Because I want to keep beating up on this claw. Okay. So, start of the round, I have to figure out if I clear my burn, so...
It's the end of the round.
Yeah,
End
so
of
you
the
don't
round?
have to worry about that until the end.
So, you said, who wants to go, and I said me, so, right?
Yep.
Yes,
Yep, that works for good with it.
That's fine. It's just you don't have to worry about the burn until the end.
Oh, okay, so I do my turn and then I check. Okay.
Yeah, the reason for that is if it kills you, you want to have a turn first.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably not going to kill me even from this point, but yes. Let's go ahead and do some good chain axe attacking on the anomalous claw. I think actually... Oh boy. This is not a fun time to be Sylvia. Sylvia is going to go ahead and just barrage the anomalous claw. I think that's probably the smart thing to do here.
Okay.
So, chain axe first. Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
Okay. So, let me think about what I want to do about this.
May I make a suggestion?
Go ahead.
The apocalypse die is at 3.
Can you fire that again? I thought that required you to use up your court charge.
Nope. It doesn't seem to. It just says must be charged or can be fired. Use the charge rail core power.
Isn't that the power? Didn't you use that?
Let me double check.
Core
Yeah.
powers aren't necessarily core systems.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me just check your mech real quick. I think your thing's something different. Charge rail active when activated. Oh, it does list under your core system though.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So you can only use that once per.
Wait, I think though the weapon is separate from the core system, right?
Mm-hmm.
It technically is, but the apocalypse die doesn't count down unless the system's active, which means it's constantly at 4 otherwise.
Okay, yeah. Okay, and that 4 can't be fired. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense then.
That's
Never
good
mind.
to know.
Yeah, I think we're on our own on this one.
It's good to know that precedent because like fucking 10 NPCs have the Barbarossa.
I am going to follow up the so Miss Chain X attack, I should have mentioned, still has reliable too. So this thing just still takes some damage. And Sylvia's going to follow up that by nanocarbon sorting. So
19.
I'm assuming 19 hits. Alright, so 5 damage. I'm going to go ahead and burn Bryn's leadership dice here to add an extra damage to that. I was hoping that'd be higher.
This
So
thing,
7 damage total.
dang, this thing is hurting.
And I'm gonna go ahead. Is there anything else I want to do here?
You could overcharge and hit it again if you really want to taste that heat.
No, I actually legitimately can't overcharge because 1d6 when I'm at 2 heat and my heat cap is 5 is a suicide at this point. I'm mostly trying to see if when I hit with a melee attack.
You know, you could have used that lock to try to roll another die to get over a 20 on that roll.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right. Well, no, that wouldn't have been a big difference, would it?
I mean, you could re-roll that 1 and make it a better die.
Well, that's essentially what I ended up doing was adding another d6 to that, so I don't think there's a huge difference.
Okay.
Well, taking it.
What I probably should have done was hold it for the end of the round when the end of my turn when I have to clear engine, see if I clear burn.
Yeah, you can use Lace Van saves. This is true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I might. Well, no, I already used it. I can't unuse it. I'm gonna go ahead and spend. I'm gonna be really dumb here. I'm gonna spend my Blade Master die I picked up last turn since I hit with a melee weapon. Immediately ram the Anomalous Claw as a free action.
All right.
It's a 13 hit.
Not quite, no.
Okay, so well, I'm learning its defenses, so that's fine. End of Sylvia's turn. I have +0 to engineering. 16. Does that beat its save target?
It should. Let me just check it real
It
quick.
beats everything with save target.
Yeah.
Counter. Thing two, you can use
All right.
Stabilize to clear burn, just for the future.
Yeah. Yep. So burn is cleared.
Okay, good.
All right, and that's going to be my turn.
All right. So end that turn. All right, my only goal here is to carry Bryn off with a bird.
Yeah, I knew the birds were next.
All right, so yeah, that's 8 movement. It's gonna go 8 spaces.
Well, I think some people get reactions on that.
Yep, I got 2 threat on my cannon, so I'm gonna shoot that bird. You are
And
not.
every think it's reaction. Lyra gets one. Default gets one. Coriander gets one.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed to kidnap my dad. Or at least
Everybody's like right on top of it.
Well, we'll see. It might get away with kidnapping my dad. At least it might get shot for kidnapping my dad.
There's 2 lock on this too. You can use those to lock on to get.
I have a question. If I do knockback on this thing, does it still have a hold of Bryn?
Force movement breaks grapples.
Then okay, then I'm going to fire
What
this.
Pep just said.
I'm going to fire this with a with the assault cannon then.
Okay. I will see if somebody else gets closer to critting, because rolling a 6 on a 14 to get that 20 is not worth blowing the lock on 4. If somebody else gets closer, if not, I'll blow it. But yeah, but there's Lyra's fine. Yeah.
All right, reroll that one. And by the way, in case anybody's wondering, it
So
does
go ahead and expend the lock on Lyra, so you can still crit.
Also, in case anybody's wondering, normally you can't take reactions while grappling, but it does have the ability to just ignore that rule. So that's why I can do that.
So Lyra
Right.
still crits. If she
Alright,
expends
so
the lock on.
So this is going to do knockback and it's going to be explosive damage.
Is it
Okay.
burst or is it just like the one target?
So,
Actually, wait. Oh wait, no. You have accuracy on that, don't you?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say it has the soft target of your friend.
Yeah, take off one of those.
No, because that would have been a difficulty, but
Oh, okay. That's not a crit then.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. What do
You
wanna
expend
do
the
about
lock and it
Yeah,
didn't have
I also just realized that because it's grappling Bryn, it is technically engaged with him, and so Lyra wouldn't get difficulty from using a melee attack close up.
I hit it for 7.
Or a ranged attack close up. Ooh.
I guess what do you want me to do about that? I don't know. It's up to you.
What?
What do you want me to do about that? Because I've already rolled it.
No, you're fine, right?
Okay, never mind then. Yeah, we're good.
Did you want to put the knockback charge on that shot?
Yes, it is a knockback charge, so it's knockback 1.
All right. Well, unfortunately, there goes my dreams. My dreams have shattered.
It can still grab me again and then try to fly off.
Well,
It's
here's
only
the
move
thing.
1.
Nope. This bird explodes.
Oh,
Just-
okay.
It gets shot by a whole lot of people, and as it's trying to lift it up, unfortunately, bird dies. Gonna turn it around. Oop. Gonna turn around. Bleh.
I feel like Bryn, but he's lifted like maybe 6 inches off the ground, then just drops back down.
All right, so R.I.P. half of my bullshit. I guess the rest is just gonna be up to garbage NPCs that I've added.
I would like to go next.
Okay.
Oh, I'm doing a little bit of math. Hold on, I'm bad at counting.
I think I had no structure. Wow.
Okay,
Go
good.
back.
Okay, so I have that terraform ability that lets me create a contiguous 12, like 10 block long, whatever. I'm gonna just wall these guys in. Fuck you. No, just stay over there and time out.
How high is it? How high is it?
It's hold on, let me read what it says.
You said you can do 20 squares?
I can do 10. I can do 20 later, but I can only do 10. 10 size 1 cubes. Within range 5, these cubes, blah, 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 5
Just
spaces
gonna
high.
use as cover to shoot at us.
No, they can't shoot over it. It's 5 spaces high, unless they have.
Okay, fine.
Unless
Spaces
they,
high. Good to
yeah,
know.
unless they have the thing that that Lyra had that shoots over cover. They have to go around it to shoot us. Yeah, if they have, unless they have arcing shots, they can't shoot over it. So yeah, they have a big contiguous wall. It counts as soft cover, so they're currently under soft cover, but they also can't see through it and can't shoot through it. It's got 10 hit points. It's a solid wall. Fuck you.
All right.
That's
Every
a full.
square has 10 hit points.
Yeah, every square has 10 hit points. I think that's 10. Did I put it? Is that 10 hexes? I did count 10, right? That's
It is
correct.
10, yes.
Yep. Good. Thank you.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and overcharge because Quinn's mad. Somebody tried to kidnap her dad. That's rude. Don't do that.
It's dead now.
Yeah. So someone's beating up her sister. Don't do that either. So she take 3 heat to overcharge. That's not good. Let's not do that again. Quinn's in the danger zone. Giffle doesn't care. Giffle's making bad
It
decisions.
doesn't do anything bad to you. It's fine.
Hold on. So that's a 14 to hit the anomalous claw.
Let's see. Oh, yep, you got it.
Did
Okay.
you have accuracy or did you use that lock?
I'm just gonna use the lock to actually hit it. But I do get an accuracy now. I gain an accuracy from my tactician for shooting. But yeah, so it takes 9 damage.
Dang.
That is a big weapon.
Well, once per turn, I get the overpowered caliber. So once per round, overpowered caliber adds 1d6. Normally it's just 1d6 plus 2, but since I have overpowered caliber, I can hit for 2d6 plus 2.
Yeah, overpower caliber is a gross core bonus.
Oh, it's so good. I love it.
Overpower caliber and auto stabilizing hard voice. Yes.
All
The
right,
two
so
ones I
describe
have.
How you kill it?
How do I kill it?
Yeah. Just how's that shot go for you?
I guess like Quinn just shouts, stop beating up my sister or something cool like that, and she just like shoots it, I guess, through the neck, and then like blood just sprays out from its neck.
I like the idea that she fired, because this is the assault cannon, right? I
Yeah,
like the idea that she just like does a heavy arms barrage on it and just falls off half its skin.
Yeah. She blasts it. She the cannon effectively shoots bullet bills, so she just blows a hole through its neck, and then it sprays ooze and falls over. And she puts like a sensor filter over the camera.
You say attacking her, but all I did was like spit ooze on her once and then die.
It set me on fire.
It did set her on
That is
fire.
significantly
Burn can be acid too. It's not just fire.
It bit her so hard she started burning. It's that one joke about how hard you'd have to slap a chicken in order to roast it.
Mm-hmm.
That old chestnut. All right, so I think that's your turn, right?
That's the end of my turn. Yep.
All right.
Who
so
is typing? I can hear it very loudly.
all right. So
The
who
person-
do I want?
Not I.
The person who's typing will never admit to typing.
All right, Jenner.
It's not actually me. It was probably Alice.
Okay, so let me just check through my actions and see who I want to move.
I promise you, Fef, to the best of my ability, just like you shot Lyra with the harpoon and drug her, session 1 is a favor to me. I will kidnap Brain and fly off with him for you.
You keep saying that, but it hasn't happened yet.
I mean, it's coming.
Bryn just wants to get owned. Why are we, like, helping him?
Bryn does not want to get owned. Jeff wants Bryn to get owned. It's different.
Jeff just wants to experience pain.
All right, so I guess for this turn, the mech leading the pack earlier is just going to use. Let's see, it's got move 4, so it'll need to boost to fully get over that. So, bop, and then
Waste a quick action, you jerk.
Can it jump as a movement?
they're flying.
Oh, they're all flying? Oh,
Yep.
dang it.
It still counts. It still counts as movement to like
Yeah.
go over it, which is why I did it. Like, it's just gonna slow him down a little bit.
All right, and then
Now they have height advantage on us.
I have the high ground.
Beanie, probably not that one, Miney, Mo, and he's going to start going towards Sylvia. So I believe he's got 3 move left. So 2 and 3.
Is he 5 up then right now?
Yes. Oh, yes. I should mark that down. All right. So, who wants to go next?
No, Quinn already went, so it's like Bryn, Sylvia already went, so it's Bryn or Lyra or Coriander are the people who can go next.
Corian goes where I go. You can go next, Alice. I don't have anything planned really.
All right. Would you rather be focused? Wait, have we? Well,
They
how is this
have
one
not
doing?
engaged us yet, but they seem to be going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've also got this mech riding on top of a fish in the lake. So,
You know the fish is there, you just can't see it.
yeah.
Do we know? Are we confirmed that that's a threat?
The
It's
fish,
not-
They literally said, like,
It attempted to
Sil-
attack you. It wasn't
Sylvia
successful.
is just going to free action radio Lyra and go like, "Yo, I got a hostile on my tail," because it did just. These guys did just explicitly say over burst that they're looking for a target.
I think they said
And she is
her
suspicious.
also.
Ah, yes. It is Gower Gilling time. All right, I'm going to actually. Okay, let me look at this guy. Okay. I think we're gonna Jaeger him. Yes. All right, I'm going to expend some heat. Are we in the danger zone? We're gonna be in the danger zone. Okay,
How much
when
do you have?
danger zone, what do you roll, right?
No, danger zone is you are glowing, but you are not in. You're not in.
It's just a status effect, unless it's like how being bloody in 4E would make you do certain things.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
Yeah.
actually hurt you.
Right now?
Okay, so how much am I at now?
You have to be at least half your.
Yeah, I'm at 7 right now.
Then
7?
you-
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, you're at danger
7
zone.
of 11.
I
Yeah.
will make you red.
Wow, that's
That's too-
big.
that's
There you
too
go.
big.
There you go.
There we go.
It's a big mech. It's very hot.
All right, so let's see. This is gonna be the Jaeger shot. It has knockback 2, and they'll have to do a. If it connects, they're gonna have to do a whole save or be knocked prone.
Knock him right off that fish.
So I'm hitting this one with that.
Okay.
So that's be the first tag. Please hit. Damn.
8 doesn't do it.
8's not gonna do it.
Does that weapon have reliable?
Actually, it does. Reliable 3.
Okay.
So it's reliable 3. Then I'll hit it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with my second one then.
Oh,
Plus
damn it.
plus the accuracy. So does a 13
Okay,
hit?
that's 13. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Whew.
What weapons to that?
I'm really glad I chose to get the stabilizing hard point. It has been a blessing. So 13 do me.
Dang, 13's pretty good.
No, Roar's kind of bad actually.
I know. That's
Not
even.
all yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shit. I should be keeping up with this. Let me find it to make sure that I'm good. I'm doing this right. Where does it go? I'm sorry. I saw this somewhere on here about ones counting for burn or something.
Oh yeah. So what that is I have things that I believe it's any one you roll does that damage. You re-roll that one and take 1 heat.
Yep.
Yeah, what is that called again?
Overkill. That's the overkill.
Oh, overkill. That's it.
And you
Okay.
can't choose not to do it.
Okay, so,
So
you're
You
going
have to
take
do it.
So those ones do damage. You roll more dice
Roll 2 more d6.
and take 2 heat.
And there you go. So now you did 10 for...
No, it's the ones do damage. You
Yeah.
just keep adding more to it.
So now
The
you've done...
ones compound.
So now you've done 23 damage, but you've taken 2 heat.
Yeah, I have lots of heats.
And that's all 1 hit. So like armor only cancels the whole thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's 23.
All right, you've done some pretty good blasts on this thing. Dang.
Oh no.
If he didn't want to, if Mr. Ruby Weapon didn't want to get hit, then they would not have jumped into the fray.
Oh, I thought you were going to say X guy. That's fine.
No, I actually can't reach it with both weapons. I don't think, but yeah.
All right, so I'm guessing that's your turn.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be my turn actually, because I've already moved.
All right, so who next?
An enemy. Maybe
That-
Exo, they won't be differentiate these guys attacking us from his other foes. They'll attack us too. Attack them
The
too,
missiles end at the end of Fish Guy's turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
X's turn. All right. Ooh, okay, so I have a rude thing that I can do, and that is sensors. So, what are your sensors? Ooh, that's pretty good sensors. Dang. So this is probably... Oh yeah, easily. Okay, so how does this work? Warp sensors make a tech attack against a target within sensors, so that is 20 plus 4, and then there's accuracy on top of this, so 14. Does 16 hit your E defense, Lyra?
So my E defense is 6.
So
Probably the worst in the party.
hey, Lyra, take 3 heat, and all attacks until the end of your next turn treat your targets as having soft cover. So first off, if I'm correct, that
I have exceeded the danger zone.
Yep. So take a reactor. So
You
I
can
have
see
not-
heat cap.
What?
You can see heat cap.
By 1, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you have 1 heat still when that clears, but go ahead and roll a d6.
So let's see. Oh, let me actually pull this up.
2.
2's not great. Let's see. Your mech's power plant becomes unstable, ejecting jets of plasma. Your mech suffers from the exposed status, taking double damage until it takes action to remove it.
So it goes.
That action is stabilize.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so it goes.
All right. So
And
yes.
you, have,
there were-
and you should have 1 heat now. You're not in danger anymore.
All right. So that was a quick tech. So let's see. Oh, that would have. Oh, that's pretty good. All right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, so reality flicker. That barrier's up, and that's cool and good. You just see this mech teleport over here.
Ooh.
And let's see, what else can I do? I don't think I can actually do much. Oh, this is also rude. I'm going to say, since you've already been... All right, Lyra's already going to treat everything as having soft cover until the end of her next turn. So I'm going to say this next attack is against Sylvia. So yes, this is a quick hit. Quick tech. Roll 1d20 plus 4 attack bonus. Does a 20?
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right. On a success, the target treats all characters allied to the Mirage as invisible until the start of your next turn. So any of these mechs, you can still attack the fish and the mech in the back because it swears no allegiance to these men. It is, in fact, a weird monster mech.
Yeah.
Does that include the
The Mirage. Does
that
it
mech
include-
that did it?
Yeah, I was about to say, because it says allied to. I notice.
Oh, actually, yeah, you might be right. That being said, though, this mech is also invisible already.
Okay. So all of these 3 are invisible. Gotcha.
He'll have
And
to
only
roll
that one's visible the rest of us, I think.
All right, and that's going to be its turn. I mean, I guess I... Oh, wait, no, I can't boost. It took 2 attack actions. So, yeah, that's that turn. So, mark you as in turn. All right, who wants to go next? It's Bryn and Coriander.
Well, it's just us then. I'll go.
Do you want...
know what? Yeah, Coriander, just attack and get a lock on something. Have him go first.
Okay, so... let's see. Coriander's sensors are...
Or if he's gonna hack, he can hack stuff, right? He has actual specific hacks.
he doesn't have specific hacks. He just has the basic...
Yeah,
invade.
just do an attack and do a lock.
Okay, so yeah. Attack and block, you said?
Yeah. Lock
Okay,
attack,
so-
whatever he wants. He is free will. He can do what he wants.
He very specifically does not. So
No.
let's see. His move is 4, and his sensor
I don't
is...
think Bryn understands that.
So let's see. Just right within sensors. So free lock on. Boop. He's going to lock onto the ruby weapon. And I guess... Oh, I don't need to be on the page for falling damage anymore. Cool, cool. Not that I'm bitter or anything.
I mean, we could have made that one mech go prone. That would have helped. Had they made use it.
All right, let's see. Where are my invade options? Okay, so
Actually, I don't think it would have mattered because it has to be established in the first session. Flying characters are immune to prone, except that one helicopter.
yeah,
That's
that
right. You're
helicopter
right.
sucked.
That's why I'm confused.
The Osprey.
All right, so impaired and slowed. Let's see if I can impair and slow this mech. So roll 20 plus. Actually, I don't think you get anything, do you? Yeah, I don't think you get anything. 10. Does that hit the ruby weapon's E defense? It does. Thank God, everything ever has a low E defense.
Except you.
Yep. So impaired. And slowed. I don't think he has immunity to any of that. God, I really should have done a quick list of things. It doesn't look like he does. Okay. And then he also takes 2 heat.
Yeah. And I don't know what this means, but it can't make special moves granted by talent systems or weapons while slowed. Whatever that means. Whatever
Okay.
Special move is.
So, yeah, that's a pretty good turn. So, Coriander's turn is done.
And
All right.
me.
Let's see. All right, yeah, I guess you can go. The fish and X and some of the mechs haven't moved yet.
Oh,
but,
let's just have one of them go next then. It's fun. I'll
All
watch
right,
that.
so let me check X real quick. Is it beginning or ends of the turn that these disappear? Start of the Rainmaker's next turn. Okay, so yeah, all of the missiles fired before just start hitting the ground. Whole lot of trees blow up.
Ah, dang it.
We failed our one job.
Hey, but you're all fine, so it's fine.
Yeah, these are kind of sparse. I'm sure it's okay. We'll spread very easily.
All right, so let's see. I'm going to say, there's just a. Actually, Sylvia, you killed a huge monster. That's not great. So let's do something that you're probably pretty good at. Make an agility save.
I am, in fact, pretty good at that. Let's see if I can do it. Oof.
7 manages to not hit the save, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So take 4 explosive damage as it just fires a volley of missiles at you.
Is
Ouch.
that armor piercing?
I don't think it is. It's got paracausal weapon, but I put that on the missile pod.
All right, so I am at.
You cut out.
I just said I'm at 9 hit points.
Yeah,
Ah.
we didn't hear that.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Oh, that being said, you're shredded though. I
Oof.
forgot.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm actually at 8.
Yes, and as a reminder, that doesn't clear until you restore HP in some capacity. All right, so that is actually a full action on the X's turn, and that will also require a charge. All right, so that means that turn's done. All right, Bryn, do a thing.
All right, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3 move up on top of this plateau here, so I get high ground.
All right.
As a protocol, I'm going to steady my aim to get accuracy on rifle attacks, and I am going to barrage to fire my heavy mount at the emerald weapon because I'm higher, so I get 2 accuracy on this.
All right, dang. Let me check emerald weapon and see if it gets any sort.
Oh, it's invisible, isn't it?
Yes. So first, roll a d2.
Yeah, I'll do it. 2 hits, or 2 less than hit. Yes.
All right, you're good. You trace the emerald weapon's position.
Plus 3 plus 2d6 keep highest. That should work. Ah, piss. No, it didn't work. It didn't roll right. Roll 2d6. So that's 9 plus. That's how I do it. So that is 14.
14.
Oh dang. Did you just not do? Does that just like auto hit or something? Because
I did the math wrong. So it's 6 plus 3 plus 5.
Okay.
That plus 2 shouldn't be there. I fucked that up.
That's the actual attack roll.
Yes. Yeah, that's attack roll. It's 14.
Okay, so yeah, 14 will hit.
14 will hit. Okay. So, I am. I did not crit. So that's not proc. So this is just 3d6 plus 3. That is 14. Whatever impact damage is. Fucking kinetic damage.
Yeah.
And my big gun is unloaded. It pops out a big shell. So that was a full action. So let me do that. Oh, no, wrong thing. Oh, cancel. Barrage. There we go. I think I'm going to overcharge. So let me take
Okay.
heat because I have no heat right now, so I'm feeling fine. But, oh, D5. What the fuck? D6. I'll take the 2 because it was higher.
Okay. Yeah, not that it matters. 2 of 14 hit. You're pretty good. You got a lot of heat cap.
Okay, so with my additional act, I'm going to skirmish, and I'm going to fire my my flex mount at that same. Is it still invisible now they hit it, or not?
I think it actually keeps invisible. Let me just double check the wording on this. Let's see. By default, Mirage is invisible. Okay, so yeah, invisible is just there until it decides to give invisible to someone else.
Okay. Then I will shoot the flex mount at the ruby weapon.
Okay.
So this will also have accuracy, just for being accurate and for crack shot, but not for being high because it's way higher than me. But I can roll this right this time. So keep highest 1. Do this twice. A crit and a hit.
Dang.
So I'll roll D3 plus a D3. I'm figuring this out. I didn't roll right again. Dang it. That just did nothing. It's just numbers. Do this. I'll just do 3d3 because I can't do math. That is 5 kinetic damage.
Okay. Man.
And now I am done.
All right.
How's that Ruby weapon looking?
Hold on a sec.
It's the first hit it took, right? No, it wasn't.
No, Lyra
Alice-
hit it for
Alice
like a
blasted
million.
it. Yeah, how's it looking?
Not great, honestly. All right, so.
Did you have that heat in my character sheet? Did I do that? Oh, I did that. I'm stupid.
Yeah. I added it on my end, but it would be weird if it added to yours as well.
No, but I'm done.
All right, so I guess the rest is just NPC turns. So the fish is going to rise from the depths, and it's gonna spit at. It didn't really have a good time spitting at the big target last time, so it's gonna spit at Sylvia.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
This thing is directly between me and it. Do I have cover?
Oh, yeah, dead things do act as cover, so it's gonna have a disadvantage on this. 20...
Difficulty.
It's actually going to have big disadvantage because that's soft cover, right? Carapace cloak.
Targets count as... Oh, no matter what, it'll be hard cover, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's not going to hit anyway, but let's just roll.
Let's see how badly it just not hit.
Yeah. 3, that was 2 5s, so...
Yeah, Sylvia just, like, crouches under the dead carcass of this shredded anomalous claw and watches it take acid attacks for her.
Yeah, it just hits the carcass and just starts melting a bit, and once again, the fish is going to be a coward and just sink beneath the depths, leaving the X on top to just fight for it.
If we had knocked that off the fish, it'd be funny. That's the only reason.
I might do that. That would be funny.
Alright, so, a couple more turns.
Get off the fish.
The sapphire weapon has not moved yet. What is your move? Probably not great. Yeah, only a speed 5.
It's gonna be able to get to the top of the wall, and then that's
If
basically...
it can climb.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, all of them fly, so it will now be at level with blocks. And I think this one's mostly reaction-based anyway, so it's not a huge deal if it doesn't get to attack this time. So yeah, they're gonna boost. Let's see. This cliff seems good, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it can move down 1, so I said 5 up, so you would be 4 in the air now.
I do 3 because I think you go diagonal over and down 1 in the same move. That's the way that air move works.
Alright, yeah. It's still not quite in the forest, though, so make of that what you will. But that being said, it is still prepared to do some shit. Alright, and with that, Ruby Weapon's turn. Hey, guess what? Certain,
Wait, how did it get to go again? Because
that went earlier.
Lyra, didn't it, like, take its entire turn to fly over the barrier?
Elite takes 2 separate turns each round.
Huh.
Oh. Wow.
That being said, though, you've done pretty good. Quick question. Stabilizing removes conditions, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so it's actually going to use one
It's
of
like, no,
that.
well, let me tell you exactly what it does.
Mhm.
So stabilize, just using it, you either reset heat and clear expose, or spend a pair to fill max HP, and then you pick one of the following: reload, end all burn, and a condition, or end a
A
condition affecting
condition.
ally. Only one.
All right, so let's see. Slow's kind of a pain in the ass, so I will remove that. And what's the first effect again?
You spend one repair to refill HP to maximum, not
Okay,
affecting
so-
structure.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna use one of its. I think activations counts as the thing. So yeah. All right,
Do
so
they
yeah.
have repair in NPCs? I guess they do. I don't know how it
think
works. I haven't looked.
so.
I have not looked at the book in
I
that
don't think
section at all.
NPCs have repair if the templates I've looked at are.
What the hell is activation? Is my question. No matter what, I would like to know what the fuck activation means.
Activation is what you press when you use like abilities and stuff like that. So like when I used my squirt to make the wool, I pressed activation.
Is that that? Because that's for core stuff.
Yeah, that's. No, I'm looking. That's the end of the doc. I have not looked at how to be a DM in this game at all, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, I've never figured it. All right, I'm gonna give you benefit of the doubt on activations and say, for the time being, that that's not a repair. So he won't have removed, slowed, and healed. In the future, I will need to figure that out. Jenner, please ask your friend what does this even do? I would like to know.
Type that at me, so and I'll ask Timps when the game is over. I won't remember otherwise, so.
Gotcha.
Or I'll remember when I re-listen to this video when I edit it, and that's when you'll get your answer. Either type it to me now, or wait until I re-listen to the video when I edit it on Sunday to get your answer.
Okay, I just read something here. NPCs only have access to limited actions, and the actions function differently from player actions. Notably, NPCs cannot overcharge or brace, and don't heal or clear conditions when they stabilize.
Ah, okay.
Okay, stabilize.
So they can stabilize as a full action, but does not heal or clear conditions, except
so they can stabilize to reload, basically.
And they can clear the exposed status with stabilize.
Okay, he didn't have exposed, but good to know. Okay, so in that case, yeah, you're good. So he's still going to be slowed. Quick question. Oh wait, I should be asking myself that question because I gave it to him until the end of their next turn. Okay, so it'll clear at the end of this one. But that still limits him a lot on what he can do.
Yes, because they just worse at us because they're NPCs. Aha.
Alright, +1 difficulty on all attack saves and skill checks. So that'll just nullify this. Okay, so let me check distance.
Remember too, slow, they can't make special moves granted by talent system of weapons, whatever that means. I don't know what that means, but that's what it says.
I'm pretty sure it means like because a lot of talents will let you make extra movements.
Oh, okay.
And Sylvia can technically make just 2 spaces of movement whenever she skirmishes.
All right, this won't do that.
Yeah, MCs would know these things. They know how it affects their shit.
Yeah, he was going after Sylvia, so I think he's going to stay going after Sylvia. And she's within range of the thermal lance, so difficulty will cancel out the accuracy, so no extra d6 for this, but d20 plus, what's the attack bonus? 2. Oh,
Yeah, that'll miss.
And I don't think it's got reliable either. Okay, so he is just going to gun for Sylvia, who definitely dodges. And let's see, I think that's just a normal attack, but
You can still move, just can't boost.
yeah, it is actually a better idea if he does not move, so... Oh, I know, though. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, he's got a good move for that thing close by. That drone that's just sort of been there for a while. That is a drone. It's a
That is
deployable.
not a drone. That is Sylvia's mine, which you
That's
decide
not
to represent with the square.
deployable, though, right?
It is deployable. It has 5 evasion, 10 HP, and I want to say that's. Well, is it? Let me check something here.
Okay.
No, it does not. It does not actually have any kind of thing. It's just if someone moves adjacent to or over it, then anyone within burst 1 has to succeed on an agility save, or they only have line of sight to adjacent spaces until the end of their turn. So if anyone
count as an object deployable, but all right.
Yeah, it is not an object or deployable. In fact, I don't even think NPCs can see it unless they sensors or something. It's like it's literally just it sets up and it sits there.
All right, so. Oh, and I've just realized. Wait, no, I didn't stabilize because that doesn't do anything. Why the fuck is this a quick action? Well, I only get one of these, but it's a quick action, so what the fuck? Favors owed. The mercenary calls in a favor. So he's real pissed, so he's going to call in his favor, an orbital or artillery bombardment targeting a blast 2 area within line of sight and range 30.
Oh no.
So while he has been calling for Sylvia, or been gunning for Sylvia, but he's going to turn to the other people attacking him.
Kill all of
And
us.
that being said, that's Blast 2, so... 2... Okay, so yeah, he's going to... Oh, let me actually... He's going to call for the bombardment right here.
Can I invisibility through the bombardment or no?
It's an agility save.
Oh, then no. Yep, nope, you can't invisibility
No,
through
it's like fireball, Jenny.
Yep.
It did not help.
Yep.
With fireball.
We're good. I just want to make sure we're good. Thank you. Continue.
Okay, so yeah, everybody within that area make an agility save. I will make one for Coriander.
All right, I have advantage on this.
Oh, nice.
Accuracy because of my core bonus I took.
There's Coriander.
Do I even have an agility save? I don't think I have an agility save.
So I add my agility.
Alice, you're still muted.
20 plus...
Beta 3.
You will be hit. Coriander actually did it.
Yeah, 19.
I think beat his save. Yep. And what did you get? 19. Okay.
My agility is 2, so it's 1d20 plus 2, so 1. Hey.
Okay. So
everyone except Lyra.
Everybody but the huge targets.
Makes sense.
Okay, so if you did get hit by that, where was that? There we go. Okay, so take 8 explosive damage and be knocked prone. And if you succeeded your agility save, take 4 explosive damage and you're not knocked prone.
Nice. Okay, I will take that.
Not arm piercing.
No.
Alright, so I take 3.
And this isn't a nightmare creature, so he doesn't even have anything that just says, "Hey, this is AP now."
It's just some ship up there. They just fired the ship
How much
weapon.
explosive damage is that?
I believe that was 8 explosive.
You do get armor now.
You get armor, you get resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what half to 4, and then your armor away from that.
Yep.
Because you resist
I
first.
like
Lyra just like
You got hit and took the least amount of damage out of everyone. That's
Can you
great.
be knocked prone?
No.
That's not forced movement. So you don't even care. just no.
Lyra just takes 4 damage because she's exposed and goes like, was that supposed to hurt?
Oh yeah, because it goes resistance, exposed, then armor.
Okay.
So it's half doubled, and then you get armor.
Beautiful. What if you could just tank everything ever? Alright, and with that, now his second turn is done. So that's the end of that round.
I think it actually was 8 minus armor in that case, right?
If exposed comes before you check for armor, then yes.
You do armor last.
Okay, so
Yeah, exposed, which would make it
double to 16. You got resistance,
16.
so it goes back down to 8.
8, and then it would be 6.
And then you got armor, so yeah, so you take 6.
All right, top of the round. Who wants to go first?
May I go first because I can actually tie up all three of these
Okay.
Yeah.
by being in the way.
Would a die help you of a d6?
Actually, yes.
I
if
will
you
give
would
you my
please.
last leadership die. Use it well. I kiss it and throw it to you. Mwah.
Actually, okay.
Bye,
I
Pro.
think I'm in.
Remember, they're in the two of them in the sky too, but it probably won't matter for your range. Unless
Okay.
it's a ground thing you're doing.
It was which one was it that did the explosive that caused that explosion?
Ruby weapon.
To be the leader, so
Yeah,
Okay.
he didn't do it. It just came from above.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, I've already hit him for 23. All right. I'm moving first this time because I am declaring a challenge. I have Exemplar 3. This guy has an Exemplar's Mark as a free action. That means that anytime that anyone tries to shoot the Sapphire weapon, I can once a round I can trigger a thing that lets them re-roll that attack. Let's see. Character your mark attacks a character within range 3. That's not me. Trigger Overwatch. I challenge this one to a duel to the death. Anything he does to anyone who is not me, he gets +3 difficulty.
Jesus Christ!
Fight me,
What?
IRL.
1v1 me, bitch.
Lyra finally does this talent. I've been waiting so long for this.
All
you said
right.
Sapphire weapon, but did you mean Ruby weapon? It's this one. He's the leader of the bunch.
Yeah, I'm technically just out of range of him. Oh, but he's gonna get his comeuppance.
Hey, boss. I think we found our killer. This one seems particularly aggro.
Oh yes. Today is an excellent day to die.
It's funny because the wrong.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to spread out my attacks again. It's 2, 3. Okay, so I'm at 4 heat.
And remember, Ruby has a lock on it as well that you can also use for advantage.
Okay, so I'm going to fire the super heavy on Ruby. I'm praying to God that 2 good hits of the super heavy will kill this motherfucker.
Use the lock thing, because like
Yeah,
I don't think it matters if you.
And I'm going to use my assault cannon on the Sapphire weapon with probably Jaeger. No, actually, I think I'm going to do.
I think you don't have to declare. Oh yeah, you do have to declare before it hits.
Yeah, we'll see what we do. Anyway, first one. 1d20 plus 3. Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I use the lock on?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
And I have an accuracy. Does that also?
That's
9.
one actually there.
Oh,
So you
was
have to
that
roll a 6 to make it better.
Okay, you actually did hit with the accuracy, so I'll keep the lock on for now.
Okay.
No, that was what she used for the
Okay.
accuracy.
Yeah, she can do the lock.
No, I have accuracy on the thing already.
Okay.
I was just asking to make sure that I was asking if they stacked.
You can. Well, they do, but they're plus. No.
Okay, yeah, that was the accuracy, so he still has the lock on. Yep.
Probably won't matter anymore. This thing.
I think you might actually have to consume it because that guy had soft cover.
Oh yeah, you.
Okay, then yeah, then I'll
you-
consume that then.
Yep,
Yeah.
so-
Because this has the hard points. Thank God for the hard points.
Yeah.
Please be good. The 16 good.
Oh boy. Okay, so let me do some math and also roll a d6 real quick. Well, 6 does pretty good for him at least. Let's see. However, your mech is impaired. Okay. So impaired.
It's
and then-
difficult in everything.
Gotcha. Okay, so
Attack saves and skill checks.
all right, so that's that damage. So yeah, you blow a huge hole into this thing.
If you want, you can do an additional
Not quite
d6
yet.
with that
Excellent.
leadership die. Or you save for someone else.
Wait, can I add it onto this damage?
Yes, you can add it as damage. If you
I am
want.
going to
But
add it onto this.
You can also use it as a actually for a different attack, or as a bonus to a save, or that's it.
I might hold it because if he's got structure, that means you have to do like 20 plus more damage to him. It might be better to save that to hit him again when it's super heavy. And get like a bigger shot.
Have we hit Sapphire Weapon at all?
You have not.
No one has.
Emerald Weapon took a hit. Ruby Weapon took a big chunk and hit.
Okay.
No one
I'm gonna
has
say
hit
I'm gonna say
Sapphire
the
Weapon.
leadership for Ethan then. Oh, Sapphire Weapon. All right, so Sapphire Weapon coming up. I have the leadership die.
You can choose to
my
use it after
pocket.
you roll, so you don't have to do it immediately.
Yeah. Ooh, does that hit?
Let's see. You attacked Sapphire Weapon.
Yeah.
It does not.
Does a 10 hit?
Actually, yes.
Oh, thank God. Okay, we are hitting. Then then that is going to hit with the Jaeger. Then, what is that? 2d6 plus 2. Yeah, 2d6 plus 2. He will need to make a hull save, and is knocked back to 2 from me.
So that'd be like backing up.
All right, so hull save. That's great. Okay, so let's roll 20. No, not 230. Jesus, that's a huge die. All right, so minus
Roll D230, still roll 1.
I think passes still.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't even know if I was safe target.
Oh, he's not bad regardless. The save is for prone.
Oh, they can't be back row because they're flying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
So I think if the angle would be like here and 5 up, if it goes
Yeah,
directly
well.
away.
Yeah, well. So yeah, it's just that'll just be 10 damage then.
Yeah, so you just fire, and he just spins backwards in the air. And how
I
much
love fighting in
damage-
3D space. It is extremely useful. I think it'd be like 5 actually, because like the angle, or it'd be like 1 more back and 5, one of the two.
All right, how much damage did you say that was?
10.
Uh,
10 explosive if it changes anything.
I don't think explosive changes anything. Nope.
Now
Okay,
is that the 10 damage that attacks like? Is that roll? Oh yeah, you rolled it. I'm stupid. Anything else on your turn, Alice?
Unfortunately, that's...
Remember your heat's down low again because you reactored. So like you could overcharge.
Yeah, but I've kind of done everything I could do, really. What else would I do here?
Overcharge, you can do the same thing again.
Wait,
Overcharge, you can do any quick action, including ones you've done before in the turn.
I mean, at this point, the problem is that you only get auto
oh
stabilizing.
shit! Yeah, I am going to do that actually because I can. That means I can do covering fire.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna boost once for covering fire. I'm hitting
Yeah,
Sapphire.
overcharge. Is that your first one,
Ruby?
or is that?
Yes, that's my first one.
Oh, it's only 1 heat then. You're fine.
yeah,
Nothing.
you've got a high heat cap. You're good.
Yeah. So okay, the way this works, they are impaired until my next
That
turn.
one's already impaired.
Okay, but
Yep.
for the duration, if they move more than one space, they can clear that from mine. But I get a reaction on them, and that's for both of them.
And that
anytime-
reaction's going to be an attack.
Yeah, I can pick at any point in their movement, like as in I can wait until they're out of cover to do it. Let's see what else. If I hit them with an attack, they are immobilized to my next turn. I mean, until the end of their next turn. And yes, so they are
That's
both
nuts.
covering fire.
All right.
I like how Lyra said, "Hey, 1v1 me." Then immediately shoot some other guy twice.
And is preparing to shoot somebody else.
Well, no, I shot one of them once and one of them once. I was equal in my distribution of DACA. I
It's
really
true.
more of like a 2v1 me, but one of them was too far away.
Right,
Okay.
look, if we're gonna get our downtime done tonight, we need to stop messing around and
Yeah.
close this out. So come on, people.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess All right, Ruben's gonna go next. So, now that they think that you're the big target here, so roll 20. Ruby Weapon's going to be attacking Lyra. So, all right, +2, and I have difficulty, so that once again cancels accuracy. All right, so let's see. 6 probably does not hit your defense.
Oh, sorry. It does not. It is Prima Victoria time. I am free.
Alright, and... Alright, it's gonna switch it up. So, let's see. Well, I'm gonna have difficulty on this, but I can attack 2 different targets, so its range is... Oh, this is line 10. So... Lyra and Coriander will need to evade this, but while this has roll d20 +4, it's also going to get a difficulty. So 22 minus, so that's a 20 on Lyra.
Wait, what's
That's
the
a
trying
crit.
to do?
What?
What's
That's
it
a
trying to do?
crit.
Oh, is it attacking me? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, crit doesn't matter. It doesn't have any extra crit.
Go right.
And then Coriander, 24.
If it's attacking, wait, is that Sapphire attacking Coriander?
No, that's Ruby
Okay.
Weapon.
It would.
Roger.
It's still hard cover because it's behind you. I guess.
So it gets, so already that's fucking 8. So yeah, that's 3. While it does hit this big ol' mech, it really does not drill very far through. So take 4 energy damage.
1, 2, 3, 4. Roger, Roger.
And then it's not going to move, so thank goodness you can clear heat now. Alright, and that's turn 1. Okay, so who wants to fuck up one of these guys?
I guess, should I go ahead?
Yeah, you or me, I think, at this point.
Remember, you're still. Are you still exposed, Lyra?
I am still exposed, yes.
You can go, Jenner.
All right, and now, Sylvia, do you want to go first, or?
Yeah, I don't really care which of us goes first. Just
Okay.
one of us go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're just gonna move to here. And you said the Ruby Weapon's looking hurt, the Emerald Weapon is invisible, and the Sapphire Weapon is in a duel with Lyra. Well, Lyra honored Quinn's duel, so Quinn's not gonna interrupt with her duel, but that dude's looking pretty hurt, so we're gonna try and shoot him.
Can you clear... Can you try to clear invisible on the Emerald Weapon?
How would I do that?
I don't think we have any way to.
Isn't there like just like a tech action you can do for that?
Oh, what does lock do to invisible? Anything? Lock heals hidden, not invisible. I don't think we do anything about invisible.
Yeah.
Well.
Alright, so that attack's going to miss.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Default also will have cover.
Yeah, Default has cover now, and she will be using that. But first, no, that like upsets Default. She's not happy about that. I'm gonna actually activate my next ability. Here we go, folks, because it's time to not be kobold anymore. Because I'm ready to end this combat. So once per round, when I boost, which is what I'm about to boost, you may supercharge your mech's servos. So I'm gonna boost into this jackass, and I'm gonna juggernaut them. I'm gonna slam.
Remember, it is 5 in the air, Jenner. I don't want to yuck your yum.
Yeah, but I have the flight system on my mech.
Oh, perfect.
So I can fly up and boost into him. It's fine. We got this. When I boost my next ram, gains +1 accuracy. This will get +1 accuracy. Knocks my target back an additional 2 spaces. Once per round when I ram, I can knock them into a target occupied by another character. Blah, blah, blah. I'll go into that. We'll see what happens. Because I am going to ram them right into the Emerald Weapon. But first...
So, roll that.
Okay, it's a crit, but that's... Hold on.
21 probably gonna hit.
Alright, so that is 23.
25.
23 to hit, just to be sure. I'm going to be doing my melee damage to him first because it procs my melee damage to ram into him. So this is I'm going to go ahead and use my overpowered caliber for this. So he takes 13 damage as I punch him with my small fist.
I hate keeping up with you, but I think that overpowered caliber is on a mount, isn't it?
It is.
So you can't
Okay.
use any fist.
Okay. Well, I'll take the 3 then. It takes 7 damage from the little fist.
Still a lot.
Yeah, it's still a lot of damage, and then that pushes it backwards.
And well, it and I both go backwards. It is now grappled by me. I'm going to ram it directly into the emerald weapon, so just push him right back into that. Him and I are going to keep going. And now that he has hit the emerald weapon, they're both going to take 1d6 kinetic damage. Which, can we just make it the 6 I rolled as part of my 2d6, or do you want me to roll again?
Roll again.
Okay, fine. Maybe I'll keep rolling. Maybe I'll roll another 6. We don't know. I did not. So they both take 2. They both take 2 kinetic damage. The emerald weapon needs to make a whole save or be knocked prone.
Okay. Oh, and it sucks ass at whole. 14. That probably doesn't save.
That does not. It is not prone. And that ends my thing. So I push him back. I knock them both, and that should maybe break it's prone, so it's got to make its move action to stand up. But yeah,
It's not prone because they're both flying.
Actually, Zeke did not fly, remember?
Oh,
It
it landed. Yeah, you're right. It teleported.
yeah.
Yep, that's actually a disadvantage. Can you teleport while prone?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it depends how the teleport works.
So yeah, finally, default Juggernaut, and she's just screaming at this guy, punching him and ramming into things, and not being a kobold pilot at all. She's lost her cool.
Oh, then you wouldn't hit them because you're 5 in the air and it's on the ground. And you're
No,
go 2.
I boosted up in the air with the flight, and then
Yes.
gravity exists. Okay, so we're just gonna dive bomb the emerald weapon.
I'm gonna say, rule of cool.
Yeah,
also
you're
I'll
right.
get this fight
Right.
done. So,
Okay.
just default launches itself into the air, punches this thing, and just slams it back down into the emerald weapon. And now they're just fucking in a push contest at this point,
Yeah,
with
and
the emerald weapon kind of just dragging behind.
that'll be the end of my turn because that's I don't wanna overcharge again because it might fuck me up.
Alright, well, this is the mission where everybody's going to try to cut their losses, because you guys are really good. So, Emerald Weapon's going to go next. It's going to make, I guess we'll flavor this as an invade, as it's going to start hacking Lyra's mech. I'm guessing I'm going to get the roll bads and somehow not hit your E-defense. Let's see, what's just that?
Alice, you're still muted.
I'm always muted. I'm just a muted person. You doubled my E-defense.
Oh, that wasn't it. This is the roll. Nope, 22. 22 is gonna hit.
Quadrupled my E-defense.
Alright,
Almost
so
good.
I'm flavoring this as just an invade, so take 2 heat, but mostly, you just noticed that, like, all of your fucking system files are opening up on your mech systems. Just your dossiers and everything, and you don't really know how to take care of any.
She is so goddamn pissed.
Okay, so, I think we're gonna have to cut our losses, boss. This isn't looking too good for us.
Everybody but Maxwell can get away. Maxwell's grappled.
Alright, let's see if we can do anything about that.
I mean, you could try to break the grapple with a contested hold check as a quick action.
LOL.
I mean, why would they think that this tiny ground would have a good hull? They haven't scanned her. They don't know.
also roll another 1. So...
Just saying.
Oh shoot, this would be useful, but I think I missed the trigger on. Because this one is the mercenary is reduced to less than half their total HP. But that happened before, not on this round, and this is a reaction.
Yeah, no, it's gotta happen on the round. Still, if it will get them out of the fight, go ahead and proc it.
Yeah, you just do things that tell us why
Yeah.
you can't do them.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know.
Actually, you know what? In order to help the getaway, I'm going to make a tech attack against default, so...
My E defense is 14.
Let's see, I'm probably not going to get the hit here. Oh, nope, 20.
Oh, good
okay,
job.
so this is going to be illusory subroutine again, so the target treats all characters allied to the Mirage as invisible until the start of their next turn, so yeah, everybody just sort of disappears, and even the one in your hand. You can still feel them, of course, but, you know.
Now, I am technically still holding them, so what I'll do is, like, in the contested hold check, I'll take a disadvantage so that they have a chance to slip away because they're invisible.
Alright. So, yeah, somebody go.
I will go. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to first proc my core protocol and get 3 charges on my solid core blaster. I am going to jump 2 squares into the air as my move, and at the apex of that jump, I'm going to blast X and whatever's under X with my beam. I need that angle. So I think I can hit that fish.
Alright. Yeah.
You know what? Cool.
As a dad, it is your deadly duty to get the fish.
and I believe this would have actually, because I am higher than them.
Yeah, that's fair.
So here's the X, and here's the fish.
Let's see.
Yes.
12 hits X, and yeah, I'm pretty sure your crit will hit just about anything.
Okay, so the first 4 days, this would be the first one, then the highest 4 would be this. So let's see. 8d6. Keep highest 4. Think this will work. That's not right. So 18 to the fish, and that is a really good roll, actually. So the first 4, 12...
15.
Jesus Christ. It was barely different. It only need 1 more.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's 18 to both of them, or?
18 to the fish, 14... No.
15.
15 to
X.
the mech. No, hold
You
on.
blow up that mech real good.
No, 17 to the X.
You still blow it up really good, but more so. Alright, and let's see.
So, I will fall 2 squares now, because that was only a jump upwards. It is not a controlled fall. So, what's falling damage for 2
Oh, shoot, I
X's?
think it's 3 kinetic per space, up to a limit of 9. I had it open earlier, but then I didn't think I'd need it anymore.
So you take 6
I need to
kinetic
take
damage.
fall damage somehow.
Yeah, you take 6 kinetic damage.
I take 5, because I don't think it falls armor. Okay, so I land really hard on the knees. That was only my first quick action. As I skirmished. And I think...
You want to try... Is there a way you can get over next to me to clear my conditions so I can just try and bop one of these boys before we go?
How far are you away? 1, 2...
I am probably too far away, because you'll probably have to boost, won't you? Yeah, never mind then.
I couldn't, because I could boost twice, but then I would not be able to...
Yeah, that's right. I forgot you're high up. Yeah.
So I'm going to boost over to Lyra. I am going to overcharge again. For 5 heat, and I'm going to stabilize to clear your condition of exposed. Unless the difficulty will make clear instead.
Alice.
Yeah.
Do you? I'll clear exposed unless it's something else worse that you have on you right now.
No, I don't have anything worse.
Okay, so I've cleared it.
All right.
I mean, I'm in the heat. I'm in the danger zone, but I don't think you can do anything about that. I'm
No.
probably good anyway. Yeah. All right.
And I'll repair myself.
Quinn,
That sounds good.
Quinn announces to them, and when it becomes Lyra's turn, you may want to leave. Like, she just blasts that out of her sound system. It is a 16-year-old's voice coming out from this mech.
I mean, they just saw that beam.
It's not quite Lyra's turn yet. We still have a fish, a sapphire weapon, and a me.
Well, that's my turn. I'm done.
All right. So
And a coriander. I forgot about the coriander.
Everybody loves coriander.
all right. So let's see. Check. Okay. So 5, 1, 2. All right. So you see, actually, you get some kind of Overwatch on Sapphire weapon, right? Since-
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, proc that.
I will get. Let's see. Use the assault cannon, not the super heavy. Damn.
Yeah,
Darn.
4 is not gonna.
We're rolling so many ones. I'm sad about it.
Yeah. Oh well.
All right, so I'll go over here, and basically default. You just see the cockpit open, and the pilot just leaps into the sapphire weapon, and he then flies over here. And let's see, that was 3 spaces.
Actually, hold up.
Mm-hmm.
He can't actually do any of that because he
Okay.
can only move. He cannot voluntarily move away from me.
He's
Oh,
drooling to the death.
no!
Oh wait, or is that me? No, I'm sorry. He can. I can't move away
Okay.
from him.
Never mind.
I'm not bound by our traditions. Ah!
Alright.
Okay, well, I've got bad news. If he keeps moving, the second he steps out of my range, that's gonna proc my Overwatch, and I'm gonna shoot him.
But he's not at the start of his turn.
Yeah, it's the start of his movement, Jen. Remember?
Okay.
Not any movement.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, he's basically just going to then collect up the pilot of the other mech, and if you want to take pot shots at him, you can, because he'll still be on the map.
Now, I mean, if they're running away, Default will just, like, crow and say, "Good! Don't let the door that isn't here hit you on the way out!" Imagine a door, and then don't let it hit you as you leave. I'm cool, shut up.
May I please go next? If
Well, you
have
can't,
another
because I still haven't taken my
Yeah,
turn.
it's Sylvia's turn now.
round?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just gotta want to do something. So, here's the thing. I don't think there's physically anything I can do to stop these guys leaving. Sadly, being a ground mech means that I literally can't hit them when they're in the air. But there is one thing I want to do.
You know,
He's actually
attack
really
that fish.
ground level. He had to go down to nab the
Yeah.
weapon.
We don't care
Oh.
about them. Let them leave. Who cares?
Actually, Sylvia very cares.
Okay, well, I can't stop you.
Yeah, she's gonna move in on the sapphire weapon, and she's gonna go ahead and do her little melee attacking sequence thing that you're already familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Aw.
so that's the worst I've ever rolled. Yeah. Got to roll that. Does that miss?
Yep, it does.
All right. Yep.
Are you ordering dinner?
Take 2 damage from Reliable. Sylvia's gonna follow that up by... So they're just gonna straight up follow that up by grappling them. Or attempting to grapple them. She's gonna miss.
Yep.
She is going to But as they're like dancing out of her range, she's going to open up a frequency and go like, "You're looking for me.
No!
Hands and fights.
Can I hash
If you're gonna take money from the people who've done to me what those fuckers did, I am not going to let you leave here alive."
We just took a mission, for fuck's sake. Also, we didn't get any info on you. Hey, Maxwell, can we just, like, fucking do this later? This has gone real bad. Whatever.
Back here.
Alright.
She's just growling.
Alright, so,
I strongly recommend that you quit your job.
Damage just because I can. Granado Carbon Sword.
ow, my ass!
Your default calls up them. I strongly recommend that you quit this job. Like this one with her. Go ahead and hunt whoever else if you want.
I guess technically I shouldn't even bother rolling that attack because I just remember the Sapphire weapon's still invisible.
Yeah.
But I missed both times anyway, so it didn't matter.
Alright, so they're fleeing, and the only other enemy left on the field is a fish, so I'm just going to say, hey, you got a big mech. It's proven before that, you know, little spatoos aren't really going to do much to it. You just walk over and dip your foot in that lake there, huh?
As a dad, Bryn is obligated to destroy that fish.
Yeah, Bryn absolutely will finish that fish off. We just say it happens. It's fine.
Default collects the fish and is going to put it on a mount and put it in his office.
It's very large, Jenner.
She'll figure it out.
It's a size 2 mech.
Guess
It's not really feasible.
Guess who's making a get creative roll tonight because it is completely feasible.
Make a model of it, I guess. Find the gumble of that mech.
Yep. Alright, the Final Fantasy X-2 Victory Fanfare plays because Isadora still has not hacked that off default's mech. And default flashes a peace sign.
There is last thing I'd like to do as they run.
Mm-hmm.
Roll Overwatch.
No! Okay.
Look, I want my character to have done as many felony murders as possible by the end of this game.
Wow!
Oh, God.
That actually... I think that means the invisible was clear because that clears the end of Sylvia's turn. So that's gonna be a crit. Off the chain axe.
Ah!
Yeah, they're shredded.
They would just get ejected, though. They would not die.
Yeah, she is not technically going to kill them in character just off this. It probably doesn't have enough. She is going to just try for the... I guess we're trying to wrap up this encounter, so... Narratively, Sylvia should be trying to grapple them, but I'm just going to say she goes for a ram to be salty.
Yeah. Get out of here. Just give him a bit of a kick on the way out. Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't even hit. It doesn't matter. But yeah, she just
vaguely like the.
I want to say that for flavor reasons. Oh, actually, I need to roll higher damage on that just for.
Yeah.
I did 9 damage. All right, so yeah, Sylvia just as they're going yeets her chain axe into the back of the sapphire weapon and detonates it.
Yeah. All right.
They go off like trailing smoke. And she goes, and if you come back, I will rip your heads off.
This to me just evokes the fucking Sonic Advance like Eggman animations whenever you beat a boss.
Yep.
Floating away, smoking. You're going to pay for this.
And so default says, "We've been the Hex Girls," and she ends the stream.
Bray's just happy for once the mercy weren't coming up to him.
You forced 2 separate forces to retreat and killed a whole lot of mechs and monsters.
All right, let's. We're gonna have to level up, and you'll have to tell us your level ups later. If you want, if you could actually, everybody explain, do your level up gush as an Audacity file and send it to me, and I'll add it to the end of this video because you're not gonna level up now.
Roger.
But yeah, let's at least do our downtimes really quick. So I guess, it's Flash 2. We're back at the Flavor Town. Who wants to go first? Who wants to go first on their downtime?
I mean, I'm gonna have Sylvia go first because she's just gonna go for gather information.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to try and figure out who sent these mercenaries, and she's just going to go trawling the internet for that information. What kind of skill trigger would be relevant for this?
What do you got?
Let me see what I have on my roster here. Click. I have like 3 pages to click through because I was still on the combat page. So she has take control, hacker fix, read a situation, survive, take someone out. Oh no! Why do I come up with this? No, I can't do that. That's too dumb.
If you're gathering information, I don't think it can take someone out.
I cannot take someone out.
You can't just
definitely roll to take someone out if I need to take someone out. I'm gonna say, you know what? Sylvia is going to try to hacker fix. Sylvia is going to try and find this information through the internet because the last couple of times she's gone out looking for information physically, it's left a trail of literal bodies. This seems safer for the rest of the Flavor Town. She is going to try and literally find the mechs. But she remembers like the signatures of the mechs that attacked them. She's going to try and find the individual and the blames that were caught out. She's going to try and find information about those people and then hack their email accounts to see any communication related to the mission they took. So let's see if I can. Is that an amenable thing as the GM that I could get hacker fix as a trigger for?
Yeah, I've been using hacking in order to find information, so that's absolutely fair.
All right. Let's see if I roll big. 12. That's actually pretty good.
So 12 on gather information. You find what you're looking for, but you choose one. You leave clear evidence of your rummaging, or you have to dispatch someone or implicate someone innocent to avoid attention.
I am going to say that it makes no sense to do the second one. So Sylvia, whatever method of hacking Sylvia's done here is very obvious. And I'm going to say, as with your permission as DM, because these are, you know, these NPCs better than I will.
Mm-hmm.
Which of them is most likely to click on a phishing email?
That would be the pilot of the Sapphire weapon, Ethan.
Yeah, so Sylvia sent a phishing email, the same phishing email to all 3. He's the dumbest who actually clicked on this fucking Nigerian prince scam ass link, and it is very obvious that, like, they could probably trace it back to her if they do enough digging, but like, it's very obvious that he was being phished and someone was reading his emails. So she is going to. What information does she? She's looking for specifically the information of who hired them and what was their actual job.
Mm-hmm. So the information you find is that it's actually pretty simple. Basically, a bounty mission was just posted for somebody who has, or it is somebody with 1 count of murder and 1 count of assault in these past few months. So it was actually posted to the GMS mercenary board. So basically, they pretty much just went in, saw that one, thought, that sounds like something we can do, and then they took the mission. So
does it say who posted it?
Yeah, the posting would pretty much just be whatever company it is that the people worked for. Like you could have probably guessed they would have put a hit out on you for with their employees.
All right, but there's no direct line to which individual posted the link in any way.
Yes, it was done pretty much just through the company's email or whatever.
Okay. So I will hold this as a resource and use it probably when doing a gather information roll on this company in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You get accuracy.
right, Lyra, do you want to do your downtime next?
Sure. I think that Lyra's going to actually do power to cost.
Okay.
Specifically, she's looking for a tactical reserve, and the nature of which is looking for accuracy. Lyra is trying to get her hands on a better targeting guidance system that is incredibly rare and you cannot print it. So she's she's attempting to maybe see if her junk dealer guy on the planet, can help her get it below the table.
All right, so since this is going to be specifically a thing that's not normally on the market, I'm going to say you'll need 2 of the conditions. So let's see, what's the list? So it's going to take a lot more time than you thought. It's going to be really damn risky. You'll have to give up something or leave something behind. You're going to piss off someone or something important and powerful. Things are going to go wildly off plan. You'll need more information to proceed safely. It's going to fall apart damn soon. You'll need more resources, but you know where to find them. And you can get something almost right, a lesser version or less of it. If you take that last one, I'll say that that's the only one you need, but...
Do I pick?
Either it's going to fall apart or a lesser version. I will say you only need that. Anything else you'll need to.
I think it's gonna fall apart pretty soon. Like, she's able to, they can find one maybe, and like, it's not gonna last very long. Like, it's not in good condition.
Yeah, so either it will last like a couple missions, or like when it's destroyed, it's destroyed.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe it, like, I think it's gonna maybe last her through a whole encounter and be busted.
Okay, so yeah, they are able to find just a very junky version of it.
Awesome.
All right. I guess I'll go next because my thing is very simple. Once again, I'm going to work on Coriander. So that's just going to be...
Technically, you get double downtimes. I think we agreed, but I'm not certain. So,
figure it out later.
Yeah.
This is the Get Focused one that is retooled to just improve an NPC. So Coriander's now going to have the Underslung Grenade Launcher, which is range 8, blast 2, and explosive 4 damage. It is a loading weapon, but it's also arcing, so...
We also paint him red, so he stops looking like the bad mix.
Oh, don't. It's my robot.
What color do you want to be, Coriander?
Coriander has no response.
Coriander! Have an opinion. Alright, Isidore, what color do you want him to be?
I'm just gonna use the default one. Why would we,
I'm worried I won't be able to tell him apart from the enemies. He needs to be a little bit different.
Give him a stripe or something.
Yeah, we can just put a stripe on him.
We can decide on these things later.
Alright, who wants to do the... Bryn, do you want to do your downtime next?
Yeah, I'm gonna gather information.
Okay.
I want to look into these fucking stuff, this shit we keep fighting. Because we keep fighting these weird monsters, the slime creatures and shit.
Yeah, let's look at this ooze.
What am I going to use for this even? Let me change to my pilot thing. That's not how I do that. It's not Mac, here we go. I guess I use pull rank and I would like try to get into like some military research or something with some dudes and see what they say. So that's a d20 plus 4. I guess actually, because that is my background too. That is a 19.
Nice.
All right, 19. You get what you're looking for, but choose one. Leave clear evidence. You have to dispatch something or implicate someone. So I'm trying to figure out how this is going to work, because not a lot of people know about this either.
Well, at least like a lead to get a learn about it. Like, I don't necessarily need to learn about what it is, but a lead towards what is like causing it or something. Like maybe there's been like they had reports of like something happening similar, of like more of them or something. Or
Oh,
Okay, so-
well, once you're done with this, that reminds me of something. But go ahead.
All right, so I think part of this is Isadora was also able to wrangle up one of the just slime ones from that mission and handed it over to the Adolith scientist. So I think whatever you find will also help speed up that process. If you go to,
You know,
I think
Beth, you did just make that NPC for the party, so maybe that NPC is connected to this, and maybe that's who Brain gets in contact with.
All right, so yeah, I think the benefit of this is we'll have that NPC. I haven't really decided what you do specifically, so I guess in the long run
you
we'll
can give me the
figure that
submission
out.
later if you can't think of it right now. It's fine.
But yeah, basically, you start asking about it. Isadora's like, "Oh, I've actually started looking into this," and she takes you to Zoe Lynx, the scientist of the Adolith, and she gives you the information that she knows thus far, which is basically these things are just weird piles of just broken DNA. And she can't quite figure out what it is, but now that she has a live sample of this, it should be a little easier. I'm also going to say from that gather information roll, since you've been wanting to figure it out, you are also able to wrangle one of the carcasses of the bigger monsters as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so now she has that info.
We also gave her fish data just to play around with, and it's not like the fish is.
Yeah. So I imagine the downside of this is that if there is a person or a group in like doing this, I think they are aware that we are looking into it now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
More than just have killed them. Like we're actually actively looking at what the fuck's up with these things.
Yeah.
All right. The one thing I wanted to remind you now that Brain's downtime is done is Isadora should also get that bleak horror sample to Zoe along with the slime sample she just got.
Just enter the ship with a huge bag. So I've got some stuff.
Yeah, Zoe's so excited to do science. She's been looking for some weird ship that disappeared forever ago, but she stops doing that because, oh yes, slime, give me that. And what's this? Weird tiger monster bear thing? Hell yeah, give me that. And she like grabs it from you, thanks to you, rushes back to like get to work looking into these things. Yeah, and I'll do pilot log with you later. We'll talk this out to see what she gets from the bleak horrors and what she gets from the slime. I guess I'll do Quinn's downtime. I'm gonna make an attempt to do something. I'm gonna make an argument that I can do this. Making a big fish mount is just a role play thing that I can do. I don't need to do it downtime for this. Quinn just does it.
That's a waste of it. Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta roll my other thing too.
Hey, do they get organized?
Just roll. Just keep going. I'll just roll this.
Yeah.
Roll plus, I think it's influence or
Yeah, and take a bonus to it because Quinn's streaming.
I don't get it, but I have
you don't need a bonus.
Well, maybe not. Maybe I do.
All right, so that's an 8. So
it's 14.
Oh, 14? Okay, so yeah. 14, you either gain 2 efficiency or influence to a maximum of +6.
Done. Move on, Jenner.
Yeah, so what I'm going to attempt to do, Quinn cannot drink alcohol, but she can still get a drink and she can still smoke enough weed to get a damn drink negatives. Because you guys won't yell at her for smoking weed, but you will yell at her for drinking.
As we all know, weed's far safer than alcohol. America
so
turns to the camera.
Quinn's gonna get some crank weed, and she's gonna try and dial up Lionel. She's gonna try and get a drink with Lionel virtually, if I can get away with this.
Yeah.
Socially distant weed.
Yeah. So roll 1d20, and I guess I'm gonna do this as a charm roll. I guess I'm gonna use Quinn's charm. What is her charm again? Hold on, I have to look at my fucking character sheet. I'm so bad at this. I'm sorry. Let me look at what Quinn Cat has because I've been messing around with her sheet. All right, yeah, get a hold. I could get no. She just wants. I don't want to. I don't want to. Yeah, we're gonna do charm +4. She's not trying to show off with Lionel. She's moved on. She's got a new character. She's had character development. Let's get
All right.
get that D6. So it's a 13. So on a 13.
Yeah. 13. So gain 1 as reserves and lose 1. A good reputation, a friend or connection, a useful item or a piece of information, or a convenient opportunity.
So I'm gonna gain a friend or connection. Me and Lionel are gonna become friends now.
All right.
I'm gonna I don't know what do I learn. Oh gosh, what I could. I'm gonna
Like, it would have to be an opportunity, right?
I think I'm gonna give up a piece of information so I can help Lionel help me.
Mhm.
So one, I need to know what would be useful to Lionel for me to give up. My main thing I'm offering is does Lionel know that Quinn is Quinn Riesling first?
He probably wouldn't. Like, here's the thing. I don't feel like he's paid much attention to the fact that you've been fighting because he'd be horrified. I think he just assumed you're like the camera person for the group because you always talk about screaming.
Yeah, so Quinn dials up Lionel on a vid call, and the thing just says, default. That's what it dials him. So I hope he just like answers it. And there she is. She's just sitting there, 16-year-old girl with like a can of Mountain Dew Baja Blast that she pops open and takes a sip of. And
Did you need me, default?
yeah, actually, my name's Quinn Riesling. I'm the daughter of Vadim Riesling and Irina Lebedev Riesling, and I have an archive of all the old Earth information here. Here's connection to it through my system called the Matchmaker.
He just gets slow blinks like,
Have you been playing Phantasy Star?
unfortunately, I've only played a little bit of it. I haven't. This is a space game, right? I haven't gotten off the planet.
Yeah, it's a space game. There's a FAQ on there. There's maps. The dungeons, by the way, in this day and age weren't automatically mapped. So I actually put maps in there for you, so you can just find your way around the dungeon. I also added some hacks in there, so you can just
Sound like Dream Odyssey. That's a shame.
I mean, if you want to map it yourself, you can, Lionel. I don't want to ruin the experience for you. I just wanted to make it easy for you. Additionally, I put some cracks in the game so you can just like win battles so you don't have to grind, because it can be very, very grindy. When you're somebody my age, you don't mind grinding for 20 hours, but I don't know how old you are, Lionel. You might not have the time for that.
I mean, I'm not that old, but also, yeah, my position demands a lot of my time, so I've pretty much only gotten nights to play this sort of thing.
I'm glad you're playing it. That means a lot to me. Anyway, I really am her.
That's certainly a thing.
And this really is real. Take a look. Like, he can just patch in to the archives now through the Matchmaker system and browse through just this gazillions of old Earth data that she's painstakingly organized and archived.
Wow, I haven't seen this since I saw Space JSTOR, but I haven't bothered naming it because I don't want to think about JSTOR actively. Me, the GM, the real person, the player.
It's probably Sci-Hub, the bootleg one that someone in Russia started.
I got all the, like, just as, like, here, got all these TTRPG books that I just found. We could run TTRPG campaigns.
Loka recommended JSTOR, that's canon.
Yeah. I got so much anime, Lionel. She, like, shows him all the anime that she has. all the Ghibli is all the stuff, Dirty Pair, whatever that is. I'm not allowed to watch it yet. It's above my age. No, she's 16. She could totally watch it. But yeah, anyway, that's why I was able to get this stuff to you. I got my hands on this. Oh, by the way, those oozes, she sends him the stream. So he can see. They did evolve. I told you so. I say that on the stream, by the way.
Oh, geez, yeah, I heard from debriefing from Bryn that you encountered larger versions. Looks like knocking on wood didn't help.
Maybe not.
All right, well,
double, like use both hands. I don't know.
thank you for the extra info, though. Very kind of you. Just a quick question. Your father didn't send you to a mercenary group for, like, any sort of soldier training or anything, right?
Do you really want the answer to that question?
Deerfold can lie.
But does she? But she's high, so can she really?
I mean, she also doesn't need to give the 100% truth either, because that's not why she was sent here.
She plays with the little like the little pulley of her bottle, of her can, as she says, "Lionel, I've been going through a lot of changes with my time with these mercenaries. And originally, I asked my dad to sign me up with some mercenaries so that I could, in fact, go out and blow things up and be a war tourist. But I've changed a lot. And now I'm here trying to figure something out. But yes, I do fight. And yeah, my dad sent me to these people in particular for whatever reason. I don't know why he picked them. And I'm not going to ask, because he won't tell me the truth like I'm telling you. As much truth as I think I can tell you.
Alright, well, as long as your father's not giving you any specific training, I suppose that's a good thing.
She thinks back to what little she has read of Vadim's dossier, because she hasn't had a lot of time to read Vadim's dossier, which Svava sent her, because she's been busy grinding away at the matchmaker, and she blanches and says, yeah, there's a lot of things I'm glad my father didn't teach me. Thanks for the talk, Lionel. Consider us friends. Feel free to call me anytime. You can always call this number. I'll keep updating you on things that are going on. Now that you know me, some weird people might start contacting you. Just humor them.
Weird how?
Like rat people.
Oh, that's not that weird.
I didn't think so either. Take care, man. And she'll she'll end the call. Yeah. And yeah, so I guess, yeah, so she gave away all that information. Oh, be careful getting into my archive. Don't let people patch into my archive. Use safety procedures. I don't want anybody I don't want to get in here getting in here. Okay? Bye.
Yeah, if you just got your own personal info separate from JSTAR, I can see how that would be the case.
Mm-hmm. And she'll hang up. Yep, that'll be my downtime. So yeah, do we have enough time to do that quick roleplay scene? It looks like we do. We have about 30 minutes. Does anybody want to do any roleplay before I do even more roleplay?
There's one very silly thing I want to do for Sylvia, but I am actually okay with doing that after you do yours, because mine will be significantly shorter, and I can make it slightly sillier and longer if yours doesn't take up a full half hour.
Well, yeah, one thing that Quinn is going to do before she does this is poke her head in on Sylvia and say, hey, oh, good, you're not doing cute cuddle things. I'm not interrupting anything intimate this time. About that thing that I said when I interrupted the intimate thing last time. I'm getting along a lot better with Kova, and I'm going to try again, and hopefully I don't fuck this up, so wish me luck.
Sylvia is going to, like, make a reaction of confusion at first, and then, like, grin and go, like, I knew you two would hit it off. And just flash Deopold a thumbs up, or flash Quinn a thumbs up. And she's going to suddenly get a beeping from her tablet. She's going to go, oh, crap. Sorry, I have to check on this. This is important. This is a license thing.
Okay, see you later.
And she's going to, like, shoo Quinn off. And what that will be revealed hopefully either this time or later.
Okay. So Quinn, like, settles in, and she gives Kovanen a call through the matchmaker. Kovanen can patch in through the rudimentary skeleton of the matchmaker on the Ike Soren, and luckily, Svava is there on Haven, I believe is the planet that Kovanen is on, Deliverance's capital. So Kovanen can just take her hour-long break and drop into the Ike Soren and settle in and talk to Quinn. And so Quinn calls her up, and Covanent answers from the Ixhorn, and Quinn is relieved to see that she's on the Ixhorn because it means they can talk more openly, right? As long as like nobody's actively listening in. So like Svava like leaves, and Quinn's like, like you know, gives them a secret thumbs up, and like just like goes, you two have fun. And Quinn will say like, hey, I thought about like normal stuff that we could talk about that isn't dumb, like weird stuff that would make things weird.
Right, real quick, did Kavan have a nickname for Quinn?
Yeah, she calls her Dia now.
Dia. Okay, thank you. Oh, Dia. Nice to hear from you again. What's up?
I figured, oh, this might be a weird. There's been a lot on my mind. I'm a little high. I'm sorry, Kova. I was wanting to talk about family, if that's okay. I don't know what your history is. I assume it's not good.
Yeah, she kind of sinks a bit.
Okay, so I guess you should start then, because mine will be happy, and then we can end on an up note.
Yeah, well, there's not really much to talk about. It's been a long time. I lost them early. I don't even remember what they look like.
Oof. She says, I should not have been high for this. Oh, come on. I'm sorry. I didn't lose my parents the way you lost your parents. This was more of like a realizing my parents weren't the people I thought they were in the first place kind of thing. Like, they were completely different people, just fake people showing me fake selves that people I didn't even know. So it's not like that kind of loss. But, look, oof, the Hex Girls, right? Kobe, you could just be part of my family.
So the Hex Girls are family to you?
I mean, yeah. Well, it's not. Yeah, I mean, I know you wouldn't want to have anything to do with my actual blood mom and blood dad. Look, I don't want anything to do with them either anymore. But yeah, the Hex Girls like Isidore's like my mom, but she doesn't want me to call her mom, so don't do that if you talk to her. And Bren is like my dad, more like the dad I should have always had. And Lyra's like that cool aunt. I don't know if you've ever had one of those. She gets in trouble. It's fun. And Sylvia like decided she was my big sis, and I can't talk her out of it and don't want to. So yeah, they're my family, my actual family. Fuck those people who gave birth to me. I didn't have a choice in that, but I had a choice in this. And I'm sure they'd be your family too.
So, what would that make us?
And Quinn like flustered, like gets really flustered and stammers and like looks like fidgets, because what it would make them is wives, right? Kova would be her in-law, but she doesn't want to say that. That would be weird.
It's not a blood family, Jenner.
So she says, it would make them whatever you want them to be. My associations with them don't have to convey any association with them that you would have. I only know that they would care about you, and you would be welcome here. And like at that, I don't know. It's probably awkward, right? Kovan's just lost so much. She doesn't. Everything's been taken away from her, so this is just a weird kind of offer.
I think she smiles a bit. Is there like a timer on screen for to show how much of a break she has left.
Yeah, like she can set a timer for 1 hour before, or she probably sets it for like 45 minutes or 50 minutes so she can get back in time. But yeah, the timer starts, like the timer's ticking down as they sit here awkwardly.
Yeah, she points to it. It's like, it would be nice, but at the moment I have a place.
I guess you do have to get back to work. Thanks for having this talk with me. I'll talk to you again soon, I hope. Give Svava my regards.
Will do. And I'll make as much time as I can.
Thanks. Dia signing off. And she hangs up first this time. They... Yay!
Hang up first.
Yeah, Koba didn't get mad and hang up first. Look at that character development.
Relationship goals. Carried a conversation.
They did it, folks.
Carried one.
I'm just seeing like a little social link off thing.
They're like C rank now. We've done it.
All right. So, do I have time for a very, very quick, like 10-minute or less scene?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Alice, can you help me with this real fast?
I can indeed.
All right. So here's what happens. Lyra's doing whatever she's doing. I'm assuming just kind of like, maybe working out. When Sylvia bursts into her space and goes, "Oh God, I have a problem."
What is it? A problem that is tangible or a problem that is intangible? I am only capable of helping with tangible problems.
Yes.
Good.
So Sylvia holds up her tablet, sticks a data stick that she has recently 3D printed into it, and a light flashes up on screen, and a character appears on the screen.
Lyra puts away the sci-fi looking axe that she pulled out from under her bed, sadly.
So the character in question is an adorable pixel art cat girl wearing just like period accurate Egyptian clothing and carrying a huge ass. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but you know the kind of like axe thing that Pharaoh's carrying into battle? She has one of those. And she's just like, "Greetings, I'm your SecNet class NHP." And like Sylvia immediately removes the data stick from the tablet and shuts down. She's like, "This is not what I wanted."
One, it's called a Kopesh, and two, Lyra's delighted and pokes the screen. It is adorable though. It is like a small cat that does also have weapons. I wish all cats could have weapons.
They do.
But we do not live in the perfect
They
world.
have claws. They have claws and teeth. Fuck you.
So
Those
just
are like
mortified.
tools, really.
So
They're
just like
so
mortified, and she's like, I just like I got the third Blackbeard license so that I could install better cabling on my Macs, but I thought I'd print this just to see, and I thought it was going to be like Coriander, but she jiggle physics.
She does what?
Jiggle physics.
She's not even.
What's
Yeah, she's not. You're not making any sense. Yeah.
Sylvia's just like very, very red in the face. She's like, "I cannot install this on my Mac."
Why not? It is adorable, and also it has a tiny sword.
It's technically an axe.
It is a Kopesh. It is more like sword than axe.
Whatever. All right. And Sylvia just slowly inserts the data stick back into her tablet. The only few, but she's like, "Hey,
Hello
rude."
there.
And then a bunch of like user license agreements just pop up filling the screen. Now, please fill these out and print it. End scene.
Very cute.
Look at the two of you and cat girls with weapons.
Every cat should have
That was
digital
a
weapons.
rhetorical question. You don't have to answer.
It's a Sec Bet class NHP. What did you expect?
No, I meant you two, the two of you, in real life.
IRL.
The two
It's
of
just
us
a thing,
in real
you
life?
know?
Like, what? You don't know that I have a cat girls with weapons thing.
Also, how are you? People who live in glass houses should not throw stones.
Yeah, Mr. Witch.
Jeff the witch liker.
Cat girls, I'll have you know, the cat girls with weapons are trans lesbian culture, and therefore, this is a.
That's fine. I'm not like accusing you of anything. I'm just pointing out a similarity between the two of you.
I will have you apologize. I demand satisfaction.
Default spends the rest of the night after having that really tense conversation with Kovanen, arguing with Isadora over what color stripe should be painted on Coriander. Okay, obviously it should be turquoise, like the color I put on the Hex Girl's flag, which you've seen on the patch that she put on your mech.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Spoilers, I took the Blackbeard 3 license
Nice.
for my level up. I have been waiting to do this the whole time.
Oh, Default leaves the giant fish in Bryn's room. She mounts it up on his wall. She's like sneaks into his room while he's doing something else and mounts it up on his wall.
That's a size 3 fish. This
Yep,
takes up his whole room.
Yeah,
It's a model of that fish.
You know what? Let me put y'all on the Flavor Town.
Yes, we need to be there for my.
Oh, another thing she does is she's gonna print out a number one dad mug and leave it on his desk too after she leaves the fish on his wall.
That's
The little singing bass, but it's that fucking
Oh my god, yes! She's gonna make it a singing bass, absolutely!
oh god.
So when Brandon comes back into his room at the end of the day, he enters the room and the motion sensors on the singing bass activate and it starts singing at him.
I think he just like immediately just turns around and leaves. He goes back to his office and like sits in his chair and has a drink.
I think he sees the number one dad mug on his desk.
He puts whiskey in it.
Quinn will also, because we didn't do that last session, Quinn will change the room on the map to be, upgrade that room, the lab above the conference room to be a room for Coriander.
So, Coriander is just a program on a laptop. However, Isadora will move said laptop to that room.
Yeah.
And also there's a server in there now.
Yeah.
Coriander's getting very complex.
Yeah, and when Coriander's mech can also hang out there, and she'll like I don't know, put posters up on the walls of I don't know, hot robot girls. I don't know what Coriander's into.
Coriander's into simple yes or no questions.
Have you talked to Smarter Child, Ginger?
I have.
Of course you have.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably where about it is.
Quinn plays Connect 4 with Coriander, and Coriander beats her every time, and she starts to get really upset about it. But that'll be...
Mathematically, you cannot defeat me.
Coriander, yeah, she's gonna teach Coriander how to gloat and mock people while he's winning at games. She's gonna be a bad influence on her baby brother. Give him a bad attitude. She's gonna teach him how to T-pose. Yeah, she teaches Coriander how to T-pose.
You keep fucking putting in an uppercase T, and you just get a question mark returned every time.
No, she shows him. She likes, no, you stand together, you stretch your arms out like this. Come on, Coriander, you can do it. Coriander, come on.
It's the default pose. Of course he can do it.
You talked over the roleplay. What'd you say, Fef?
Coriander is still data on a laptop.
God
There's
damn
no
it.
body to T-pose.
There's the mech, right? She can upload it onto the mech, so default can...
doesn't actively use the mech outside of battle.
Oh, okay. Fudge. Okay, well at least it's typing T's. That makes
that's good to know. Actually,
yeah, that makes Default happy that he's at least typing the T's. Okay, that'll be like the end. She sets up the room for Coriander. She's just like, she's really gets stupidly attached to dumb things for sentimental reasons. Yep, we're good. All right, so please, if you could, make an Audacity file of you gushing about your level up tonight. And again, next week, Halloween.
I have nothing really. It's the boring level for me as a Mag Mauler.
Yeah.
Yes, be prepared next time for spooky times.
Yep.
This would be primarily probably entirely a not in mech session.
Yeah.
We will. I think we can still use the rules of this game. Should be fine.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna stop streaming unless anybody else has anything they need to say.
I'm good.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
When Bryn gets back to his office, he has an urgent message waiting for him. But the message isn't technically actually urgent. It's an invitation. It's an invitation to a Halloween party on the space colony Chamwell. Hey, please RSVP. You're going to be a guest of honor. All the Hex Girls are going to be a guest of honor. A guest of honor of Mayor Rince Winters, who is the mayor of the 8th district of the space station Chamwell. The invitation lists boasts of an open bar with just the finest alcohol you could get your hands on, as well as luxurious food from all across the galaxy, and stuff even imported in from Union. That's the kind of connections this place has, as well as a list of VIPs who might be showing up, who will be showing up. Now, Brandon doesn't actually pay attention to any of that. As soon as he sees that there'll be an open bar, he accepts the invitation. But when he goes around to let the rest of the Hex Girls know, he does basically tell the other Hex Girls that, there'll be an open bar. And, yeah, they're all in. Open bar? Hell yeah, sign them up. But Quinn can't peruse an open bar. So when Bryn approaches Quinn in her gamer space to tell her about the invitation, he instead just hands her the invitation. She looks it over, and her eyes immediately go to the guest list. And she processes it quietly, and then she hands the paper back to him, because, Bryn prints things out like a dad. And she says, yeah, I'll be there. But it's not with that kind of excitement or energy that Quinn would have shown for a party like the one that the Clanners had on the Flavor Town. This is more of a defeatist, accepted my doom kind of energy from Quinn. And as Bryn walks away, he lifts back up and he looks at the guest list, and he sees Governor Vadim Riesling and his wife, Counselor-elect Irina Lebedev-Riesling, are going to be there. And it occurs to him that this invitation was not something he could have rejected.
Okay, so Lyra has rearranged her skills a bit to be better at survival, and to be better at getting somewhere quickly, because she's working out constantly. She's taking a single level in the Atlas, because she really wants the Atlas, because it's cool as hell. It comes with the standard level 1 Atlas stuff. It's nothing, she doesn't really get anything big this time, except she's traded in the 3rd level of Walking Armory and used her new pilot skill thing to get 2 levels of Bonded. She is bonded with Sylvia and can, if they are adjacent, take damage for her, and they have a accuracy when they are next to each other. So that's it.
All right. Hey, this is Scarlet, player of Sylvia, recording my level up because we did not have time at the end of the session to go through it all. So, gonna do that real quick. First things first, Sylvia's talents have changed a lot. She has completely lost survive and take control of a situation, and those have just combined into Threaten. She also, I believe, picked up the next trigger for Hacker Fix. So she is +6 to a bunch of things now, and +4 to threatening other people to do what she wants. So that's her pilot talents. In terms of her mech talents, she has picked up the first level of Storm of Blades, which allows her to, when she is engaged, she gains soft cover, and characters adjacent to her gain soft cover. So whenever she's right up next to someone and she's squaring off with them in melee combat. Gonna try and burn through the rest of this very quickly. She has picked up a couple of other things, because she took the Blackbeard Frame 3, which, as her mech license, which is very cool, gets her access to better cabling that lets her do things like make a contested hold roll against someone to try and drag them prone from 5 spaces away, or zip line to things, or fix herself to the sides of things in space. And finally, more importantly, it gets her the Sekhmet class NHP. So she now has Sekhmet, an adorable, like, pixel art cat girl who allows her mech to enter a protocol state where it just melee attacks the closest enemy every turn and can take a skirmish action with a melee weapon as a free action. So that's pretty cool. And that is basically everything that I have to say about that. Yep.
Jeff's lazy, but Bryn took a point in hull. He took some kind of Harrison Army license, and he's lazy, so I don't even know what talents he took, and he won't tell me. But Bryn leveled up. That's what matters.
Alright, level 7 for Isadora. First off, I guess due to being upset about not being able to catch up with or head off the mercenaries, I gave Isadora a +2 to get somewhere quickly, which, oddly enough, is not one of her +6s. It's only now +4, actually. Though that being said, while that was a go fast improvement, her other stat boost is +1 to systems instead of agility, because systems is just really good all around. And outside of this mission, Isadora has still been doing mostly tech stuff. And speaking of tech stuff, I got Hacker 3. Hacker 3 gives you a new full tech option, Last Argument of Kings. Make a tech attack against a target within sensors and line of sight. On a success, you implant a virus that triggers a minor meltdown in your target's reactor. They immediately take burn equal to their current heat. If this action causes your target to overheat, it resolves before they reset their heat cap. So, yeah, that is a full tech, but it's a really fun one, especially since a lot of this group's dynamic is giving heat. Like, our team is real good at giving heat through pretty much anything. I've got tech actions as it is, everybody else can build it up. So yeah, basically, if you're wondering what the last thing means, I believe it's referring to the fact that, like, since it's an invade option, it will add 2 heat to the opponent. So basically, I hit them for 2 extra heat, give them that extra burn, and then they get their status effect and their heat cap resets. And if you're curious, Isadora's save target on Moonriver, at least, is 15. So, yeah, that's just a general idea of what the enemy has to work with if they make an engineering check to resolve the burn. So, yeah, that one is fun. And lastly, I got the SSC Monarch 2, which of course gives you the Monarch frame. I'm not gonna go too much into that one at the moment because I haven't actually designed a mech for that one, and I probably won't just yet, just because I already have 3 mechs to work with and I'm really only using 2 of them, so sorry Monarch, you're not going to be in immediate use, but hey, it's something that I can work with in the future if I want to. Monarch, of course, is a more aggressive frame than I typically use, so I don't have like the perfect stats for it, which is part of why I'm not going with it. However, it also gives me 2 new things, Gandiva missiles, which is basically 15 range, 1d6 plus 3 energy damage, does take a system point to use, it's accurate, it's seeking, so I don't need line of sight, and it's smart, so much like the Nexus's Nexi, just like the Nexus type weapons, I target E defense instead of normal evasion. So that's one of the stronger weapons I have, and very useful for my skill set. The other thing I get is the Stabilizer mod. Takes 2 system points, and basically, you choose a launcher or cannon, it gains 5 range and ordnance. It's actually, I think, the first mod I've gotten on any of my mechs. But, yeah. Ordnance is helpful, but also probably not my priority, just because I have other things that are ordnance. They are my mechs, like special moves and all that, and typically that's what I'm going to prioritize using during a fight, rather than just saying, hey, here's my weapon, it's got ordnance now. It's not a bad thing to have in my pocket, though. So, good to have, but might not be the first thing I think to use. But yeah, in general, not a bad level up, though. I didn't mention this before. You might not see the Gandiva missiles for a bit just because those are a heavy weapon, and this might surprise you, but I don't have a lot of mechs with heavy mounts on them. I know, right? Weird. So yeah, if I do need to make a more fighty mech, I'll either bring the Edelweiss out of retirement, or I'll be making a new Monarch, because up until this point I have mostly been doing support mechs, but Monarch is artillery, and having that may help out, especially again since those Gandiva missiles actually do work really well with my usual kits, but they're heavy. So, not gonna get much use out of that unless I, again, bring the Edelweiss out of retirement, or build a new mech, a new shiny mech. Everybody likes shiny mechs, right? I mean, you're listening to Lancer, so you probably do, right?
Hey, it's time for Quinn to level up to level 7. So, Lancer has this cool rule in it where you can basically remake your character stat-wise anytime, whenever, though do run it by the GMs. And I've done that for capital R reasons. You see, in the pilot log that follows this session, we learned that 21 days pass between this mission and the next 2 missions that we'll be having. That's a lot of time to spend talking to, just as an example, your crush, and growing as a person, isn't it? Originally, Quinn had pilot skills like show off, and more importantly, she had absolutely 0 points in read a situation, which I have stated many times on stream was by choice. Additionally, she had some obnoxious pilot talents that were very disruptive, the siege specialist talent in particular, and not conducive for harmonious teamwork. But on October 12th, Quinn has an extremely successful conversation with Kovanen, where it's clear that Kovanen is desperately trying to build a complex common context with her, and Quinn realizes she cannot continue to be so oblivious to Kovanen's messages and attempts to reach out to her if she wants this relationship to work. Additionally, on October 22nd, she has a very heated exchange with Kovanen that makes her realize that she needs to take the battles she's in more seriously. So, a level 7 Quinn has changed a lot. She's got Charm +6, Get Hold of Something +6, Read a Situation +4, Invent or Create +4, Investigate +4, and Assault +2 that becomes +6 when she's amped on stims. Her talents have completely changed, and they are now Infiltrator 3, which allows her to spend a lot of time hidden and lose and gain hidden. Tactician 3, which gives her bonuses to hit and allows her to retaliate against enemies who fire on her allies. Spotter 3, which allows her to give more bonuses to people who use lock-ons when near her. And Skirmisher 1, which gives her soft cover at the start of her turn always. Finally, she did take that last license level in Kobold. New Quinn, who dis?